let's get this party started, guys. We're in a delusional dream state right now. I haven't slept in a day or something. You know, there's some weird guy threw a brick through my window. Just kidding. Just been off sleep schedule wise. Anyway, I'm curious about this. I think this is gonna be the first Tipster documentary I've ever watched. You know, before this, I might actually also watch this thing where he gets confronted about Vosh and runs away, but I don't really know. Here's the thing. I debated. I said, should I watch this video? I said out loud to my wife, and my wife said, why not? I said, well, I kind of feel bad for the guy. You know, I've had my share of bad takes. We've all been there. Cancellations and potentially, well, I've had out of context stuff. I don't know if any of his stuff is. And my wife, she said, you know what Papa got? And then she called Tipster a slur. And I said, wow. I'm just kidding. I don't know, man. I'm curious about what's going on with this guy's history. Let's just get this party started. Let's go. Let's go.
You fell for a fake Tipster account! This is what I'm talking about! This is how stupid you are! You fell for a fake Tipster account! You're a joke, and nobody believes anything that comes out of your mouth because you literally fell for a fake Tipster account! You loser! Suck my and get the out of here!
Wow, that was intense. That was a lot of words, brother. Okay.
Over many years, the online commentary community has seen many people come and go from its space. Countless individuals have risen to the top of the hierarchy, only to either move on to bigger and better projects, or just to completely flounder and flop, becoming incompetent losers who end up being the very people.
I think I know this guy. This guy's a weirdo. I think his name is Flamenco. Flamencio. I don't know.
They criticize. And the latest captured in that cycle of incompetence is Tipster, once one of YouTube drama's most consistent news sources who
wow, a consistent news source.
built a channel of 100,000 subscribers. But nowadays, you'll see a man who's far from that in his reputation, and that's pretty much all self-inflicted. From his weird connections with his
Oops, you like my tweet. Guess we did it again, you dirty little... Okay. Okay.
online goth mummies, to completely turning on his friends and having some of the worst takes, to a fraction of the audience he used to have,
Based bad takes, am I right, guys?
Tipster has had a pretty well-documented and hilarious fall. However, as someone who's been aware of him for quite a while, many have this misconception that Tipster is just a case of a Discord mod's sudden spiral into delusion. What most don't realize is that Tipster's downfall is just more evidence of his repeating patterns and habits, and it will happen.
It's gooning a little too close to the sun. I've been there as well, brother. It is what it is, man. Life it is what it is.
Again and again. So, let's have a look at his entire career. This is Tipster, commentary's biggest lolcow.
Music is a bop, man.
Tipster's history stretches far back beyond the story.
Wow, he looks like a baby here. Oh my god. What the fuck is going on here?
Story told by so many. In fact, he's been around online since 2006. But unsurprisingly, there's not much that's really been
Damn, 2006? That's a long time. Wow, what a career.
archived from back then. The only thing that I can really find is this video where he talks about cleaning his hard drive.
But I have literally given
I'm assuming that's a joke about some kind of lolicon, but the real version.
myself full control of the entire C drive. My account has taken ownership of the entire C drive. I literally have full control of every folder and file on this machine.
Before becoming a big boy drama channel,
What the fuck? What does that mean? What does that even mean?
Tipster spent most of his time talking about video games and retro consoles.
Yeah, man, stick to that. Do more of that stuff. You know, people like that. People like video games. Incredible stuff.
Inspired by the likes of the angry video game nerd. And later down the line in his retro gaming era, he would
Let's
actually
just do
sign
this,
to Screenwave,
actually.
a
YOLO.
multi-channel network that currently owns the AVGN series. From
Wait, he signed on to something? Wow, was this guy successful at one point?
2016 onwards, Tipster would be regularly covering gaming news and streaming himself playing games as his main bread and butter. And
How come he stopped doing that?
that would be the status quo for the next 3 years. However, he would also dip his toes into YouTube drama. In fact, he was one of the
I mean, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like obviously his channel's pretty dead at this point. But if he wanted to, like, get his shit together, I mean, it's really comes, I don't know. I've seen this guy go through so many content phases in the very limited time that I've been on the internet. I've really only been making content since 2020, and I was on TikTok, and I didn't start YouTube till like 2021. My thing is like, you know, I feel like, if you wanted to, first of all, you got to come up with a content strategy. I feel like this guy's all over the place, right? Oh, I'm going to do Resident Evil. I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to go back to doing gay stuff, trans stuff now. Why? You know, I love trans people. I do that kind of stuff too, but I do it in the privacy of my own home, if you know what I'm saying. But just pick a flavor, man. Pick a flavor and commit to it, and then like probably restart. I mean, you have this channel. It's like 107,000 subscribers. It's dead. Let's be real. It's dead. I understand. Hey, we've all been there. Am I right, brother? Take it, stream on that YouTube channel, and just make a new channel to post your clips onto. Or not your clip. You know what I'm saying. Your segments onto. Bada bing, bada boom. Push out on there. Get a segment out a day. Get maybe a TikTok short out a day. Figure out how you want to do TikTok itself. It can be a pretty profitable platform, and just kind of, try move on. And maybe in a year and a half, 2 years, you'll get to a spot, a decent spot. I was fortunate enough to get there. It's all about coming up with content strategy, but that's you got to really commit.
Many small streamers rated by Zoe Burger, well known in the YouTube dramasphere for
Oh, now I'm hungry. The fat joke.
showing herself off on stream for donations.
Holy cow, Zoe, thank you so much for the raid. I sincerely appreciate it. You have no idea. That is awesome. Thank you
I never appreciate women. Fuck that.
so much.
Everyone, please,
Everybody,
please,
shout out to Zoe
go leave a
Burger.
like.
She was very generous to rate us.
Wait, why is he already subbed to her? As the years rolled by, Tipster would start to become more
What's Zoe Burger? What's the issue?
involved with comedy
TikTok is getting banned and got passed in the house. Listen, TikTok, I don't care if it gets banned or not. I do. I made a good amount of money. I made a third of my income came from TikTok last month. It's surprisingly high. So I hope that it doesn't get banned for realsies. But hey, we will find out, brother. We will find out.
commentary due to his overlap with the gaming community. In early to mid 2018, he would do interviews with two commentary channels that are going to be fairly relevant for this entire story. One of them was Red Fox Comes, later known
Oh, that's the August RFC channel.
as Orgy RFC, who at the
Whatever happened to that guy? I feel like he was like a really promising content creator and he just fucking disappeared. What's up with that, man? What happened there? How come he just stopped making content? That seems a little weird. I feel like a bubble burst a year or two ago. Like when I had dipped out, and I'm not saying that I had anything to do with it. I'm just saying I feel like a bubble burst and like I dipped out and I kind of went my own direction. And then Mr. RFC seemed to do the same. Everybody seemed to kind of shift a little bit after that. But I feel like it's kind of a waste for this guy to completely quit. Or does he still make stuff? I feel like he doesn't make anything anymore. He just kind of left, right? I mean, things got really toxic at a certain point. I think for everybody. But I remember seeing him, and I remember one of my biggest criticisms of him was that he would only like do content when he felt like there was stuff to talk about. I know it sounds so weird, but like, it's not a good idea. I know that sounds dumb, but if you only talk, I don't know. There's something you got to find that sweet spot between when you're doing commentary, where you motivate yourself to do a little more than just what you know is going to hit. Experiment a little. Don't be afraid of having a disagreeable kind of take or something that your audience may not love. You got to give that experimental phase in there. I feel like he didn't hit that sweet spot. Like, he was like a little anxious of that. Oh, did I just poop in my butt? Oh, I just pooped in my butt. Oh, God.
At the time was a small commentator hosting his own live shows. The interview introduced a lot about Tipster, and it formed a friendship between the two.
I remember the biggest streamer that rated me over on Twitch was actually Boogie2988.
Ew, that guy.
Yo, you got a boogie raid?
Yeah, I think the clip
Is that what he used to look like? Oh, my God. I would have quit, too.
is still on my stream.
I'm fucking dead. I'm dead.
But
Fuck this
yeah,
game.
that was insane. Like, I didn't expect that. Not only that, but I'm actually
Charge for this advice? I don't gonna charge for shit, man. I'm here for the fun of it.
a fan of Boogie's. I really like his stuff. But I think it was like 300 people came over from his stream.
Whoa.
It's just like, holy crap. It was awesome. And I still, to this day, I still appreciate that.
Yo, I remember when I made a little bit of a content shift, people started making fun of me for my views being low. I played God of War once to 62 viewers, and they're like, "Oh, look at this guy, he's fucking a loser, he fell off." And not to be that guy, but where the fuck are you now, guys? Like, those people criticize me. I mean, I have a pretty successful career. What are you doing? Just obsessing about view counts. Like, who cares about live view counts? You know what I mean? It's just for fun. I don't like a lot of live viewers. I like chilling. Like a villain with my friends. Just kidding, I don't have any friends, but you know what I mean? I feel like I'm not a streamer. I just stream content and post content, you know what I mean?
The other interview was with Tommy C, former co-host of Keemstar's podcast Baited,
Tommy Seaman, of course.
and current host of his own live show Shot from the Point. Tommy and Tipster went way back to 2016, as Tipster was the first big channel to recognize Tommy before his big break. He
So a
also
lot of fat people. A lot of fat people intermingling. You guys ever notice that? So interesting. Maybe I just notice it more because I'm a fat people.
warned him not to join the podcast because he thought Keemstar would f Tommy over, and Tipster supported Tommy through the entire ordeal.
Wow,
It's safe
so
to say
nice.
they were pretty good friends.
Tipster was there when I got picked up for Baited,
before Baited, when Baited fell apart.
They're both less fat too. Incredible. I mean, I'm pretty fat too, so what am I saying?
And he was always, I'm usually the guy everybody leans on, but this is the guy I lean on when I get a little depressed. And what the f going on? But I just want to thank you right off the friggin' bat.
Wow.
That when
They were like best friends. What the hell?
like this is the guy. This is my psychiatrist. I don't go to you a lot because I'm very mentally strong. I'm a tough guy. I'm not a soy boy.
Very sexy, very attractive.
But this is the guy I go to when I'm like, God, man, I can't believe I'm this up.
And given that after the podcast, Tommy C had a running rivalry with Keemstar, that meant that Tipster also didn't like Keem.
I thought you were going to say something crazy like...
I like the way he said that. I like the way he's like, yeah, since Tommy had an issue with Keemstar, Tipster didn't like Keemstar. And the only reason I say that is because it kind of seems like, you know, there's a little bit of a trend of him kind of just going to bat for his friends more than going to bat for logic sometimes, regardless of who is in the right or not.
I don't know, like Keemstar or something. Like... Oh my god.
No, Keem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody who knows me knows I don't like Keem.
But come 2019,
What a base take, dude. What an unusual take.
and things suddenly change. It all began
How unique.
when aspiring quote-unquote journalist
Who the fuck is this guy?
Ian Miles Chong
Oh my god, this guy's super racist, I think. I see him on Twitter sometimes. He's one of the reasons I don't use Twitter. This guy's a fucking psychopath. He just takes every time a black person does a bad thing, he just that's his whole page is just overly highlighting black people doing bad things. And then telling like it's just fucking crazy. The guy's insane.
and streamer/poke feed Andy Warski
What the fuck is that guy?
were getting into a fight over the shared channel that they'd previously made, with Andy accusing Ian of calling in a SWAT team to his house out of retaliation. At
That's okay.
the time, Tommy C backed Ian, not believing Andy's story, but he was made to look like an idiot when Ian later admitted that he spotted and tried to kill Andy Warski. So Tommy apologized and owned up to his mistake. Now, from Tipster's perspective, this isn't something worth paying attention to. I mean, there's no reason to even get involved with any of these people. Tipster's content is far away from what they cover. But for some reason, Tipster decides to unfollow and distance himself from Tommy because he made one bad judgment call.
Okay. So just to be clear, there's nothing wrong with him doing that. It's how okay, I'm gonna die again. I'm playing like shit. There's really nothing wrong with him doing that. I don't know the specifics of what happened or the take or this or that. I don't know how bad it was. It could have been worse than this being displayed. But there's not necessarily anything wrong with being like, okay, this guy fucked up, in my opinion, badly. I'm gonna cut that off. Okay, fine. But like, how do you deal with that afterwards? How does that go after the fact? Like, do you have like a fucking meltdown shit fit, or are you just like, okay, it is what it is. People are gonna be pissed for a second, and I'm just gonna deal with it, and then I'm gonna move on.
Now, Tommy's obviously taken aback by this,
shit.
so he confronts Tipster on Twitter, where Tipster responds by saying, oh, it's an agree to disagree situation between them. But you know, if it was, he wouldn't have unfollowed you on Twitter. Clearly, it's deeper than that. So Tipster's just being a dishonest weasel here for no reason. The day after this argument, Tipster starts liking tweets claiming that Tommy is a child molester who pees on kids.
Wow, that's probably not the way I would have dealt with that. But okay, what a weird. Same? What? Same? No. What a weird fucking reaction.
And later liked tweets about him
I
being
don't understand. If you think that this person is worth unfollowing, why are you even acknowledging their existence anymore? Like, I don't really understand.
a neglectful father who lets his own kids choke.
The fuck? Kind of based, honestly. What?
Tipster would claim that he had never liked those tweets, but that was a bold-faced lie that was easily disproved. A few days later, Tommy goes live, rightfully pissed off, and he sends out a warning.
What do you call this type of behavior? I don't really understand.
And I also got to find out who my friends were in this situation when things got a little hairy. Yeah, Tipster, I'm talking to you. If things would ever got really hairy for you, I would have stuck up for you like I did all those other guys.
Damn.
Not
Those hairy guys, baby.
again. If you make a major up, I'm going to bury you, Tipster. Yesterday, he agreed to
Good thing Tipster's never made any mistakes, or else he'd be in big trouble.
disagree. Me and Tommy just had a disagreement. Today, he dances on my grave when I get something wrong.
Tipster then responded to this rant by claiming that Tommy actually didn't help him out in the past, back when he was having troubles, which again seems like a good point if it wasn't a total lie. The next day, Tommy went live exposing his DMs
I just don't know why he's responding to this criticism. What is he doing?
and showing that he was absolutely willing to help Tipster with these issues. And then after this stream, Tipster ran to
What's the issue that he's having? He's also threatening to false flag my videos some more. Oh, somebody's threatening to do that. Okay.
DMs and showing that he was absolutely willing to help Tipster with these issues. And then after this stream, Tipster ran to one of Tommy's friends playing victim, saying that this was all meant to be kept private. So I know what you're thinking. Why did Tipster turn so quickly on Tommy C? Why did Tipster burn the bridge with a friend of 3 years and totally lie over and over again? Well, whilst there's nothing confirmed,
Like, how bad was the specific take? I mean, I guess maybe that has something to do with it. I don't really know, though. I haven't seen it, so...
it seems pretty obvious why in retrospect. In his stream, Tommy also exposed that Tipster had recently been hooked up with a new multi-channel network thanks to Keemstar, who had helped him deal with his previous issues.
Oh, he did the old floppy doodle. All of a sudden, he gets a little bit of kisses from Keemstar, and he folds like a fucking tomato. I don't know what that means, but I said it. I'm tired, and that's okay. Okay.
And guess who hopped in when Tipster and Tommy were arguing? At Tommy C. That was a thing to do to backstab Tipster gaming like that. Shame on you. And guess what Tipster tweeted after? I'm the one who dick rides at Keemstar, but the same dude who said I dick ride at Keemstar writes tweets like this about at Keemstar.
You want this Keemstar cock.
It's amazing that this is the first big drama that Tipster was in, because it shows him turning on his morals in an instant. He went from #1 Keemstar hater, Tommy supporter, to the complete opposite, and
Oh, interesting.
all because Keemstar helped him in one situation. Tipster acts like allegiances
I mean, I imagine that he may have helped him in that situation just to gain his trust and get him on his side. Interesting stuff, man. Took the bait. Bait and dunk, baby. Bait and dunk.
are the closest thing to him, but also turns on them for literally any reason. It's clear here that he saw an opportunity to change teams. Tipster and Tommy's beef would go on back and forth for a few months, with Tipster taking most of the L's. Only a couple of months after their argument,
What's the, yeah, okay.
Tipster would
I
be
guess I'll take your word for it.
involved in a botched Instagram predator investigation by small YouTubers, and when he wasn't
What does that mean? A botched
doing that or giving us the latest gaming news, he was
What, he just like, he went on, he jumped onto a story that sounded good? It's a little weird. Okay.
responding to videos on him from channels with literally 1 subscriber.
That's smart as hell, dude. That's smart as hell, baby.
But eventually, all this would
Just respond to everybody, baby. Make content out of it. I don't know.
be overshadowed as a much bigger drama came to town, which would unite the entire
shit.
commentary community.
Oh, okay. Okay. I wonder what it is. It's just I kind of feel like I've seen this pattern a few times where Tipster will get good favor in a community, and then he'll just shit on it almost he'll just shit on it within like a couple months, if that, and he'll just get like fucking dumpster doodled, you know.
In early 2019, a YouTuber by the name of Suzy Lou was making videos where she blatantly disregards copyright and fair use by reacting to anime. Now, this one is
Base, dude. Better off reacting to the henties.
own isn't really an issue because no one wants to snitch on piracy. I respect the hustle. It only becomes an issue when she abuses copyright on others. When small YouTuber Mark After Dark included a clip of her in his video making fun of her, no one would expect that Suzy would use this to completely shut him down.
Oh man, did she use the copyright system to give him a stinky burger? What the hell is it? I don't know what the fuck I'm saying today.
And when she did, it gathered the attention of the commentary community, especially
Jesus.
Tipster. Big Tip would start making videos reporting on the situation and what was going on, providing vital
Shit.
information and updates. He would get even more attention after he interviewed a fair use lawyer about the situation, and his upload was suspiciously taken down due to harassment and bullying,
Damn, he must have went in, or somebody's abusing the system.
despite the fact that his video barely contained any of that. All eyes went to
Well, barely contained or didn't contain, because that's kind of two different things.
Suzy, who would later call into an edition of Audio
Thank you so much for the $2, Lisa Larson. What is your hat? Oh, it's a Bulbasaur. It's a Bulbasaur. Thank you for asking. Nobody ever asks. Okay, nobody likes me.
RFC After Hours and show a flagging history. And although it wasn't confirmed that she led to Tipster's video being taken down, it was incredibly likely after she was spotted flagging down videos talking about her situation. Tipster's reputation went up more and more as he covered Suzy Lou, making tons of videos reporting on what was happening and leading the charge against her and the harmful standards she was setting. But even during his big break, there were still problems. As Tipster moved towards commentary, he drifted away from the retro gaming community and the people he had talked to there, and
Damn, he should have stuck with that, man. What the hell are you doing? You gotta take the safe bet.
he wouldn't leave particularly peacefully. One of his most vocal critics around this time was Smash JT, a relatively small YouTuber that had been friends with Tipster for quite a while. They struck a friendship in 2018 over their troubles with Screenwave, and when Smash JT made a video calling out a retro game console, Tipster would have Smash on his stream for an interview.
Holy my boy Smash JT threw down the mother gauntlet. He said, yo, looks like a scam and your PR department sucks.
Damn.
Here's your chance to communicate in a professional manner if you choose to. Holy that was awesome. I don't believe he targeted. I watched this guy's content. I'm a fan of Smash JT.
Smash returned the favor in early 2019 when Tipster's entire channel was claimed over the music he used for his intro, and he was one of the
What music was he using on his intro? What the fuck?
first people to speak out for him. But things changed in 2020 when Tipster started having someone on his stream by the name of Destiny FOMO, another
Oh, I know that person. They do like political content now, am I right?
member of the retro gaming community who had recently come in as a rising star. However, what contributed to her meteoric rise may have had more to do with her looks than
What is her OnlyFans? Yeah, she got big big titties. I was not expecting. That's a sleeper build there. I thought that she was going to look like a child. You know? She looks like an actual adult.
In a gaming analysis, especially considering she also had an OnlyFans, and other retro gaming YouTubers were very critical of her because of that. One of them was a small creator by the name of
I guess get that bag, you know?
Overthink Gaming, who made a video on her in late 2019.
That's not that Ian Miles Chung guy? What the fuck?
Where he talks about those points. Destiny FOMO would respond by filing a false copyright strike. It was at this point when Tipster got involved as a neutral party, which was weird for some that the guy leading a crusade
Not really based, I'm just kidding, by the way.
on Susie Liu for false copyright strikes was taking such a middle-of-the-road stance here. But Destiny FOMO did have some legitimate concerns. She reasoned that she filed the copyright strike because people in the comments of that video were trying to gather her personal information. Tipster eventually
Interesting. I mean, I imagine it's toxic. There are some communities that are extraordinarily toxic, so it doesn't mean that you should be filing false copyright strikes, but something should be done about the toxicity that people have in their communities in some capacity. You know what I mean? You can't control everything that your community is doing, of course, but you should at least try to do something. Hey, Vince Vintage, what's up, buddy? You don't get the fascination for Tipster? If nobody, I'm not fascinated. I got nothing better to talk about. I'm going to be real with you. So I figured, hey, let's have a little fun.
negotiated a deal between the two where Overthink Gaming would remove all the personal information comments if she retracted the strike. So, situation solved, peace in the world, and Tipster's career never falls off. Well, until
Alright, beautiful stuff.
Destiny FOMO starts getting criticism on
I think when it comes to like the community, I guess obsession, I don't even know if I call it obsession, but the focus on him is that he doesn't keep himself like very invisible, you know? He kind of needs to stop making himself visible, you know? I don't know. That's what it seems like. He's I think at this point he's kind of a lolcow. I don't know if he could ever escape it.
her comments because of Overthink Gaming's video, so she DMs him, blaming him for the hate comments and threatening legal action against him. This progression finally prompted Tipster to make a video calling out Destiny FOMO, and in fairness, Tipster's video is rightfully critical of her and what she's done. However, his video does still reel back in some places and has some praise for her because Tipster enjoys her content.
We're going
Hey,
to be
boost!
talking about a
Based boobies!
YouTuber known as Destiny FOMO. Now, this is a creator that I actually really enjoy their videos. I've watched their videos from time to time, and sometimes I do enjoy videos on her channel.
I do occasionally watch her channel, and I enjoy some of the stuff that she puts out. Something's
Yeah, sometimes I jack off to her. Here's the thing about this girl, you know, that I'm just gonna tell you right now. I don't think I could ever enjoy her content because she doesn't look like she doesn't look like she's got any grass on the field. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of a necessity. Oh fuck, I'm gonna get. Oh Jesus Christ! And that's kind of a, you know, I don't know what I'm doing today. You know, it's just kind of a necessity at this point. You know, I need a little bit of roughage in my diet. You know,
going on here because I do enjoy Destiny FOMO's content. The way I want to sum this up before I wrap up this video is that Destiny FOMO.
yeah.
To this day, I still really enjoy your content.
Now, let's fast forward a couple of months into 2020, and Tipster is now openly affiliating and being friends with Destiny FOMO, bringing her onto the streams and defending her from people on Twitter.
By the way, welcome to the stream. Somebody was asking me about you the other day. It was funny. They were talking about you to me, and I was just like, yeah, she's the homie. And
Wow, cool. That's really tough, man. You really made that guy come. Incredible.
then they shut the fuck up.
Tipster looks like my cousin, and I can't get over that. What does your cousin look like? Oh, I guess I know. It looks like Tipster. I didn't know you had some Hispanic in your blood, Vince. I didn't know you had a little bit of Hispania in your blood. I don't know if that's a real thing people say.
It's funny how that works, though. You got these, like, scumbags that'll just talk shit about someone. And it's like, yeah, I'm cool with her.
Yeah.
And then they just shut up.
Crazy,
Welcome to
man.
the stream, Destiny. How you doing?
This would all be fine, except for the fact that Tipster is defending her from yet more accusations where she threatened another copyright strike on another smaller YouTuber. This time, DMs were again shown, and although there isn't a direct threat made
I mean, it's completely different. I don't care about the DMs. Whatever.
here, the implication looks pretty obvious, along with the fact that she does have a prior history of issuing false copyright strikes. Tipster, however, was dismissive of all this and never really questioned it. His big gotcha was that at the end of the conversation, Destiny FOMO and the smaller creator deleted all the messages on Instagram, which, considering that she's trying to supposedly blackmail and threaten the small creator, I kinda see why you would have deleted them. Additionally, Destiny FOMO didn't come out to defend herself. It was Tipster who came out and defended her on her behalf.
Oh, why are you even bothering to defend her? I mean, like, I understand when you have friends, you might not want to be as critical on them, and I understand that, right? That's fine. But, like, why not just not talk about it, you know? Just don't talk about it at all. I feel like that's the way to go. Like, why defend them on their behalf, you know? They ask you to, just stay out of it. Just be like, you know what? I'm going to sit this one out. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
So essentially, Tipster died on the hill to defend a known false copyright abuser over more accusations of false copyright threats, instead of again mediation or being the neutral party, Tipster flung himself into the crossfire for whatever reason. When Smash JT started making videos
Absorb the blows, dude. Like fat gum. Well, actually, I think one of my favorite heroes from My Hero Academia. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie, bro.
on Destiny FOMO saying she was the next Susie Liu, Tipster jumped to
Fuck is Susie Lou? What is up with this?
defense was in the Discord. Dear God. Hey Tipster, look what Smash JT posted. At Travis, talking to Destiny FOMO right now. Okay, good. This is why I distanced myself from Smash JT. Dude legit took it from criticism to legit harassment. This is the Susie Lou guy, by the way. The guy who was accused of being a harasser by Susie Lou. She has a much better case against Tipster than Destiny FOMO would have against Smash JT. Now, in fairness, this isn't like an entirely forgotten story that people got wrong in the past, because Smash JT and his friends were unhinged. They constantly said dumb shit, they never really helped themselves, and Smash JT would go on to hop in DMs with literal
I wonder how much of this is downplayed. A little bit when it comes to other people's issues. I don't know.
doxers over drama with
Damn,
Tipster.
it's getting
This
a lot of
guy's
views.
nuts, and I don't blame anyone for being against him. It's just that at the core of this all, Tipster was wrong, and his entire involvement was getting pissy that
Well, if that guy's nuts, I don't know. Maybe he was right about that one. You know.
people call him an unfaithful guy who sims for and defends Destiny FOMO.
He claims that I've got something going on
Simpy,
with Destiny
baby.
FOMO that my wife should probably be concerned about.
Oh
And
shit!
he's-
How come there does seem to be a lot of scenarios though where he seems to be a little I don't know, a little friendly. I don't know.
Says that I've done this before with other girls.
Oh,
So I think that
shit.
aspect is just worth
Tipster's a fucking player, baby.
keeping in the back of your mind as we move along.
Maybe there are some people who will give special
It's the first time you see me without a hat and you love it. Damn, dude. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Good thing I cut my hair today. I mean, last week. I don't know why I said today. Hey, well, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate that.
treatment
I
to
love you
female
guys.
content creators in hopes that they're going to get their dick wet. I'm not one of those creators, so you could just get
I don't have to hope. I know I'm gonna get the tip wet. There's no hope in here, baby.
that bullshit out of your head. First of all, I'm a happily married man, and that's just the
Jeez.
stupidest thing that I've ever heard.
The fame from Tipster's coverage of Susie Lou was the springboard to law
I don't know, man. You know, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? I used to be non-monogamous, okay? But I feel like I don't know, man. This guy seems to be gooning all the time. I'm just playing like fucking shit today.
launch him and his career into widespread success. And with him consistently covering drama in a year where drama was rampant and hectic, it was a match made in heaven for his channel. By mid-2021, he'd become a solidified member of the commentary community, and could be seen pulling numbers as high as 2,000 concurrent viewers on his stream.
Whoa! Pulling my dick, more like it.
And it's within this time that he also gained a bit of a reputation as a meme. Tipster has never really been a young buck. He's in his mid-30s, and as a result, his boomer mannerisms carried over to his online career, often through his tweets, which he posted a lot. He'd overuse words like lol, the fuck?
That's pretty based. I don't really know why do people use Twitter. I feel like it's maybe it wasn't as bad back then, but I feel like Elon's Twitter is poopy dumpster garbage. It's like extraordinarily racist. I don't know. I just feel like every time I go on there, I'm just seeing like a bunch of racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, and it's not even fun. You know, I like it when it's funny. I like it when it's funny. I like Shane Gillis, and I like that type of racism. That's funny. But I don't like. Twitter is just fucking wild, man. And fighting all the time, people getting killed, a lot of slurs. It's just fucking crazy, dude. I just feel like if you still have Twitter now, it's time to delete it. It's overwhelming. It's gonna psyop you into being like an actual racist, because all it does is like show the worst of like a particular group and people and go like, look, this is all of them, and they're like, wow, oh my god. And it slowly invades your brain, rots you away, man. It's time to turn that off. Turn it off, guys. Turn it off.
And would often at people in his tweets for attention. Tipster would also overuse hashtags in his tweets.
What do you say?
Fuck, and would often at people
Starting to think at Omega has a crush on me, and you know what? I'm not mad at all. LOL. Okay. I don't know who the fuck that is.
in his tweets for attention. Tipster would also overuse hashtags in his tweets, even putting them in places where they maybe shouldn't be.
Dude, no, deadass. The funniest thing
Is this a femboy link? What is happening, dude?
Tipster ever tweeted, and this is like a month ago. This is just sounds so bad. Do you remember when Brittany Venti got touched by that one guy in the subway?
What?
Oh yeah.
Tipster tweeted about it. He was like, breaking hashtag Tipster news. Brittany Venti got touched in the subway.
What? Oh, okay. Why didn't he just repost that? Why did he even add commentary to that?
I was like, why did you tweet? Why did you put Tipster news in here?
Okay.
His mom just got railed. What the fuck?
Tipster would also regularly interact with the fans of the commentary community via Twitter, and thus got a reputation for constantly being involved or mentioned in small commentary drama.
How is Tipster involved in every one of these stupid YouTubers? He's like, Tipster asked me a question. Why the f? Dude, Tipster was back on Twitter for 30 seconds, and he's arguing with 3 5-follower accounts. Like, what are you doing? Like, stop it. Get some help. Just like, shut the f. I don't care about your friendship.
Bro, this was Tipster's best friend you're talking about, right?
Everybody's Tipster's best friend, okay? Chill with that one, dude. Did she lose the homies role after she got exposed?
Yeah. Dude, she got banned from the Discord.
Tipster loses his best friend once every 6 hours on Twitter.
Dude, Tipster rating
Yo, this is like weird. This is weird as hell, bro. What the fuck's happening right now?
the allegations.
The fuck? Wow. Hashtag Tipster News.
But if there's anything that Tipster's known for, it's not his content, it's his public and lustful affinity for women.
Again, based? No, not really.
Tipster, again, a man passes.
I mean, I like to make some gooning jokes here and there, but I feel like this guy takes it to like a fucking weird level, man. I do feel like it was a little disrespectful to your wife, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me, you know? I feel maybe she's okay with all of it, but it just kind of seems weird to me, you know?
30s, who's been married for years, was regularly seen on the timeline begging for that mommy cream. Oops, you liked my tweet. Guess we did it again, you dirty little lol.
Wow, that's so sexy.
You're not an e-girl, you're an e-whore, and you're my e-whore, not at Omegons. Tipster assaulted me in the butt, allegedly. No allegedly here. I did it, and you liked it.
Wow, that's amazing. What an incredible guy.
I need the Dixter. Sorry, only the wife gets that. I know you want to see me naked. Bro, you're literally streaming right now. What can I say? There just ain't enough time in the day for all this poon. Lick emoji. No, not November.
Lick emoji.
It's for losers who can't get laid. That. I've been cooming all month. No cap. You've been a bad girl. Cause I get chicks and you don't. Stay mad, virgin. Lol. Most of
Got him.
Ted's crying about it in my comments and mentions are rather insults or wine moms that ain't me since the dark ages. These motherfuckers need to get some. They're clearly sexually deprived. Hey Nick, when you pee, do you still pee standing up and you just have to kind of push against your fat to make your dick pop out kind of like a push-up pop? Or is your level of fatness to the point that you have to sit down? I'm not reading the rest of that. It's not my fault.
What? Why do you talk like? Why do this? What money do you make from like posting on Twitter? I don't really understand. Like, what money are you making where you posting on Twitter? What, like, this is a priority to you? I don't get it.
The ladies want the tip. I'm starting to think Omegon has a crush on me. And you know what? I'm not mad at it. Lol. Do not take him away from me. I
Lol.
can't promise that. Not what after you did to me. Hotness must have more goth mommies. Smash your pass. Be honest. Lol. I
What is this, like a week?
still get more action than you. Ladies love the jiggly jiggly. I like being sexually harassed, but I'm fat, so it never happens. Hashtag feels bad, man. Lol. Certified down bad. Lol.
This is just like rough, man. Goddamn.
Side note, he do be spitting facts though, lol. You got the top energy? Lol. The Tipster snapback stays on during sex. Okay, never mind, that last one, real as
Bro, this guy's fucking horny. Hell, man. This guy's horny. Oh, incredible. Oh my god.
However, not all crusty tweets are made equal. Here's one of his worst and most infamous tweets, made on the 25th of September 2019, when a girl by the name of Delusia tweeted out, "Thank God I'm a lesbian." Tipster replied by saying, "Why do all the hot ones not like dick?" Hashtag feels bad, man. Lol.
Wow, that's just fucking uncomfortable. What the hell's the matter with you, man? Oh my god.
Lol. Weird comment to go off with, and to make things worse, Delusia was 17 when she made a tweet.
Wow, incredible. I'm gonna assume he didn't know how old she was, but dude, what are you doing in the first place? Oh my god, that's fucking incredible. It's just so fucking funny. What the hell are you doing, man? That's just insane. I actually pooped when I saw that. Oh my god. Ace Tipster? Red Pill Tipster? What the hell's happening here, dude? This is incredible.
Tipster was again in his 30s. At the time, Tipster would gladly embrace his new Kuma reputation as a meme.
I mean, listen, I feel like a lot of fat guys have like the dirty old man like archetype. You know, I play into it a little bit here and there too. I like to have fun. I'm not gonna lie, but this is taking the cake. You know, and I can't do that because I'm diabetic. I'm assuming Tipster as well. I'm pretty much guaranteed that he's less healthy than me. Not that it matters, you know. We got to get healthier, but I'm just saying.
Making more tweets and going on to commission art of himself as a woman for merch. You got titty Tipster backpacks, snapbacks, t-shirts.
What the fuck? What the hell? Why lean into it this hard? What is happening?
Posters all still available to buy. This, along with all the added memes, led to Tipster starting to get parody accounts of his such as Banished Germo, replicating Tipster's at Banished Journo. This usually wouldn't be worth noting if the person who ran the parody account didn't replicate Tipster's tweeting style one-to-one. I mean,
damn. Imagine it was him replicating himself for attention.
It takes talent to be as accurate as this was.
Listen, I know me and Vito just Wally have had our differences, but I'm willing to put them past and move on. I've come to realize he's arguing about pedophilia.
Okay.
Good one.
That's it. I'm flagging that account. I'm just kidding.
Tipster,
I'm just
Tipster,
kidding.
you're not lying.
Kidding.
He's saying that there's more to it than black and white perspective on pedophiles. It's very similar to what I've been
I hate this
Yeah, there's also Hispanic pedophiles. They're not just black and white. What the hell are you guys talking about?
account so much more now. Jesus. I hate this account so much more now.
Oh my lord. Oh, that's good. Yes, I'm married. And no, just because I DM e-girls and simp for them doesn't mean that I'm going to get a divorce. It's
Okay. That's fucking ridiculous.
It's just a meme, and you have to have every brain rot to see it any other way. Tipster out.
Wait, do you see the TikToks? Oh my god, the TikTok.
Dude,
when one of my e-whores sends me nudes and I have to see if my wife is
Oh my god.
But what's the...
I wonder what his wife does think about it, because that's one of the good things. Is like my wife who comes on the stream every once in a while. If I go too far, she yells at me, but I don't usually. Or she'll go in the chat. I don't know. Seems like she's mostly private. I don't know what's going on with that. Probably for the better, huh?
Memes were rolling on Twitter, Tipster was taking L after L when he got into fights with other YouTubers. It turns out that when hits the fan, Tipster cannot handle the heat on his own. In November 2021, the commentary community erupted into fighting after a video made by the YouTuber Technicals, which was made to seemingly vindicate Zero, one of the most well-known Smash players and creators.
I feel like I just started existing on the internet when I heard about that. I don't really know much about this situation at all, but...
who was run off the internet after multiple allegations of grooming and pedophilia.
Whoa! Multiple? This guy must have been good.
During this divide, one of the creators who expressed the distaste with
Is a Smash Brothers player, right? Isn't that like a thing? Don't you have to be a pedophile to play Super Smash Brothers or something?
Tipster and his friends was
almost positive that's true.
Oki's Weird Stories, a documentary YouTuber. Tipster acted all tough guy on Twitter, saying, "Yo, Oki, since you no longer have me blocked, you want to explain to me why you spread literally lies about me last night? Why'd you delete this tweet, bro? Seems like you have a lot to say, Oki. How about you come on my show, and we can have a little chat?"
Damn, he's giving him the tip.
Sure, why not? I'll be streaming Monday evening. Feel free to stop by. I'll most likely be streaming a live interview tomorrow evening. I'll see what I can do though. What about today in a couple hours? That work for you? Sure thing, let me know.
We're here to talk about, like, because I made a tweet saying that I hate you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand, like, you know, what's the deal. I mean,
why do you care that people hate you? Like, I mean, I guess it's annoying, I guess, but like at the end of the day, who gives a shit? Why respond to everybody that doesn't like you? Feels like it just feels unnecessary. Okay, let me confront everybody who doesn't like me. A lot of people don't like me, okay? I used to be famous on TikTok, brothers. Okay, enough of the meme. It just is what it is. It's not really worth talking about every single thing that's going on. You gotta defend yourself on everything.
I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, honestly, but I'm just trying to understand it.
I was just really annoyed at the commentary community in general for how they have, it seems to be like a repeated history of eating their own and throwing people under the bus in the way that they do.
Now I'm going to come out here.
Oh, that might be true, I guess. What happened to that guy, John Swan? Right? Well, he tried to throw someone else under the bus, I think. So I think that's what happened. This shit's fucking crazy.
And say that Oki's point is dumb. If the commentary community holds their peers to criticism, they're labeled as eating their own. If the community overlooks its criticism and stays out of it, they're labeled as shielding their friends. There is no winning when you make sweeping statements like this. But Tipster still lost his debate because instead...
No, I mean, I think that there is. Sometimes, like, the commentary community gets, like, a little... Well, some people in different communities get, like, a little disproportionate when it comes to criticisms. But you know what, man? I'm a content gooner, so I can't really talk, you know? I'm always gooning on that content. So...
Instead of rationality, he had this lame emotional outburst. He pulls up his DMs with Oki.
I think it's just, like, fundamentally speaking, when it comes down to it, I think that, like, on the internet, generally speaking, like, all criticism, even when it's valid, is disproportionately high. You know what I mean? Everything gets a little high and sensationalized. So I try not to do that, but you know what? Maybe I do too.
On stream where Oki was previously being nice to him as a sort of gotcha because Oki called him a bottom feeder, and without even addressing Oki's points, he kicks him from the call like a pussy.
Yeah, let me.
Damn, I love feeding on bottoms, dude.
You're a disingenuous piece of... You know that?
Why are you getting excited? Can you just settle down?
Because you're
Why are you getting excited? That's funny.
Dishonest hack. And quite frankly, I'm not interested in even continuing this conversation with you anymore. Because you're over here talking like I regularly, throw shade at you or something when I've never even interacted with you, at least since this engagement that I'm showing on the screen here.
Are you done yet? Or
yeah, we are done. Get the out.
This guy's fucking crazy, dude. He's giving him the tip. He's not even receiving the tip. He's just providing his own.
Stupid bitch.
That was fun. Lol. Yeah, screaming and then kicking me was a total own. Hopefully you don't edit the talk when you post on your Clips channel to make yourself look like less of a spurg. The month after, Tipster would take yet another L, this time against Mama Max. And listen, okay, I know...
Against Mother Max? That's crazy.
Mama Max sucked.
Oh, people used to like that guy a lot. They were like, oh, I love this weird shit you're doing. It's definitely not creepy at all and obsessive. I'm gonna fucking die again, dude.
But you gotta see this to believe it. Tipster's response is just pathetic. During this time, Max was at the head of his most recent campaign for attention, that being his hashtag #PickAsideYouTube, and Tipster initially emerged as a critic of the situation. He came on heavy and dropped a thread full of good critiques, causing attention from Mama Max to go his way. The two were poised for a public conversation, which as we've seen goes great for Tipster.
Is that what he tries to do? Just like bait public conversations? That's what it seems like. Wait, why do that? I'm saying, like, I feel like, I feel like Twitter is so unnecessary. Like, what do you gain from Twitter? They're just like shouting into the void. You're not making money doing it. I mean, I understand that you can use it as a brand awareness platform, but for the most part, it just seems like people are like arguing on there and just trying to be like cool and based and get up dudes. Sorry. But you're just trying to get like positive attention or what you think is positive attention, but it seems to like very rarely manifest in actual money or, you know, viewership.
But instead of publicly screaming like a moron and hanging up like I did with OK,
Bro, I know my wife so much. She brought me McDonald's. Why the fuck isn't she bringing it down here? I'm gonna have to give her the tip, if you know what I'm saying. The tip of my finger, where I smack her with my whole hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry as hell, dude.
Tipster decided to scream like a moron in DMs. I'm not trying to get on your ass. I'm sorry if it comes out that way. I'm simply asking why. It's enough for a mutual to think you're trying to ruin my reputation, so that's why I wanted to bring it up. You're accusing me of being dishonest when nothing I've said was based on what you told me. You are mutual. I don't give a fuck about your mutuals. This is a conversation between you and me. I mean, you've accused me of being dishonest when everyone in the group chats knew exactly what I was asking for, save for like 1 or 2 people who did not speak up to me, but did to you. Because I believe you're being dishonest. If that hurts your feelings, then I'm sorry, but that's how I feel about this. You believe I'm being dishonest when 1 or 2 out of 30 people blindly accepted a collaboration? Now here's something very interesting. We're going to see this a bit later on. Something I call tippy tunnel vision. Can we get like a visual tippy tunnel vision? This is basically Tipster's
call that urethra vision, because it's the tunnel of his penis. That's the joke. My wife's listening to the stream, of course, so now I'm in trubbies. She had to go poops. That's okay, baby. Just make sure you don't flush. I want to inspect it later, if you know what I'm saying. You know, let me get a little inspection on that one, boy.
Debate tactics. If he's asked a question he can't answer, he deflects and tries to move on to another topic. So Tipster has his tippy tunnel vision. He doesn't answer the question and says, you know what? Screw the interview. I'm not interested. And don't worry, I'm not covering this story on my show. By the time I recover from the sickness, it'll be old news anyways. Have a nice day.
What sickness did he have? COVID?
Bro, Tipster, calm down, bro. It's all right. And anything huge, just wait to keep your complaints for the public conversation. The interview with Mama Max is cancelled. While I've had my own opinions on the situation and stand by them, I've been nothing but fair to him. But according to him, I'm being dishonest when everything I've said is based on what he himself told me. I'm too sick for this. Good luck burning on the platform with your little hashtag, Max. I'm out. I'm still down to the interview if he wants me back on. Not interested. Goodbye.
Damn, dodging the interview. Why dodge the interview at that point? You're hyping it up.
And then, a couple of hours later, Tipster deactivated his Twitter.
Bro, what do you mean, brother in Christ? Do you guys not smell poop sometimes? It's not a bad smell. Oh, he had ligma. Yeah, it makes sense.
And later conceded to
ligma tip.
Mama Max, giving him an apology. My sincere apologies for my fresh behavior. I still stand by my opinions on your video. But
bro, sometimes even if you're wrong, don't even admit that you're wrong, because it's gay. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's gay. It's just like, just double down, triple down, you know? Ignore the criticism. Hey, baby, what's up? You look cute. You look like a sexy lesbian today. She's wearing one of my shirts. You want to come show everybody? She's wearing my shirt that I was wearing the other day. She looks like a little lesbian. Here, put this hat on backwards.
It's sweaty in.
I know, right? Who turned the heat on?
Want the window open?
No, just turn the heat off. Thank you. Look at this, guys.
I didn't know if you wanted
We got to get bigger. We got to get even bigger. We got to get even bigger, baby. This is a mean bulk. What's up?
I didn't know if you wanted.
That's what I want to play. We're about to hit the bulk, baby. We're about to hit the. Am I looking good? I love you. Give me a kiss and get out of here, because I'm not editing this out, so people are gonna get annoyed and they're gonna turn the video off. I love you. Bye. Love you, baby.
But I still could have kept a more level head during our previous interactions. In any case, I wish you nothing but the best. I disagree with your methods, but we can agree to disagree on that. In any case, take care. Ah, the classic Tipster agree to disagree message. We love that.
Ah, the classic fence sitter. Round bulk, baby. Got that cow bulk, boy.
Here. In January 2022, Technicals would release a video concerning his complaints and arguments with the commentary community, and among those mentioned was Tipster. Technicals criticized Tipster for a
Is this guy black? What's with his hair?
number of things, but most notably said this, which as you'll see will age like a fine wine.
Mostly because Tipster is a pussy, but also because YouTube is the only thing he has, and he doesn't want to alienate himself from his friends. But mostly it's because he's a pussy.
This was followed by
kind of true, kind of based. I don't really know who this guy is, but
by a short segment where he makes fun of Tipster's news format and his cringy tweets.
Hey guys, Dixter here, and before I deactivate my Twitter account after another emotional breakdown, my wife doesn't like it when you guys point out I'm flirting with girls online. So I'd appreciate it if you'd stop it. Entertainment, research.
Oh, very based.
I'm Dixter. I'm about to hit this algorithm right quick.
But for the tip, this was too far. No one messes with his wife or Hannah Animal, his favorite Discord e-girl. Dragging a friend of mine into this who has nothing to do with it to try and get an own on me, it's just sad, bro. My brother in Christ, even Hannah Animal does not care about the joke. Tipster attacked Technicals, and again had this weird emotional outburst for what was essentially a light jab and a joke in the same sense that Tipster's friends would make towards him. Again, Technicals put it best. Your wife and friend weren't even insulted, it's just you. You even change your name and profile picture to Dixter because you have zero self-confidence, just like when you change your name to Burger Neck. Go boot up another live.
Burger Neck?
and cry about this tweet. Now, I just think you're a loser, and I'd rather block you before you got the wrong idea and started sucking me off and changing your profile picture to me again. You can go ahead and block me. Just in case my previous tweet is lacking any nuance, you need a therapist, not a ride or die e-girl. I tell you to be more careful with info in the future, but I know that isn't going to happen. After the technicals video, Tipster would begin to drift away from the commentary community because he really was beaten that hard.
Damn, he had 117,000 subbies. Now he's down to like 107. I looked him up for the segment. I couldn't find him. Eventually, I scrolled down enough and I saw him.
And he decided to take down all of his old videos, gearing more towards variety streaming and playing games. And let me tell you, these streams are fire.
Would you ever pose for a fetish site? I would imagine someone out there has a fat fetish. No, never. Nope.
I would. Gay guys would like it. I know gay men want to see me naked. I look good too. I don't give a fuck. I don't have a big dick, but it's nice. I don't care.
I'll admit it. I'm very insecure about my body. So like, absolutely not. I mean, I don't understand why my wife likes to see me naked. I don't like looking at myself naked, so like, I don't know why my wife likes to see me naked.
But again, this guy's playing the whole fence-sitting game, because whilst he said in words that he was leaving the commentary community, he was still engaging in drama with other content creators like BX Bullet, John Swan, Lyrics, all these people, and in the following days, he would drop even lower. On May 12th, 2022, Tipster posted this tweet about Amaranth announcing she was leaving.
I wish I could drop a little lower. Weight-wise.
OnlyFans. But if you look closely at the screenshot, it says the video was made 1 minute ago, and he's watched around 30 seconds of it. So, it seems like...
Wow. He was on it on that one, huh? I mean, it's probably... it was probably because, you know, the content.
Tipster's bit of an Amaranth simp, and many people noticed to make fun of him. Of course, at the time, this was all just jokes and fun. No one...
Are you a tipster? You're an Amaranth simp? Show you something, buddy. Let me show you something. Tipster. I'm not even half the gooner you are, bud. But I do have a follow from Amaranth. Oh, you can't see it on my screen. Amaranth does follow me though. This is the real Amaranth. I followed her back. I didn't follow her first. I did it out of respect, mutual respect, okay? All right. Shut up. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Tipster? How do you think? I didn't even have to follow, unfollow, and unfollow her, and again, and then block her, and then unblock her for attention. What do you think about this, dude? What do you think, dude? What do you think, dude? I'm on fire, bro. It's because I just did commentary on her thing with Caleb Hammer. It was nothing crazy. Like, it doesn't really matter. What's a shadow on my wall? It's Donald Trump. You know? It's Donald Dump. What are you talking about?
Took this serious, and I mean the screenshot shows he wasn't even subscribed to her, so he probably got it from someone else, right? Well, not exactly, because Tipster took all these jokes to heart. He started unfollowing and blocking people who he had been friends with for years over these tweets, and responded with anime.
Why? It's funny. Who cares?
Villain gifs. Unfollow a few people, and everyone starts coping. Rent-free. Twitter feed looking less cancer at the moment. Kinda wish I did this sooner.
Is this guy serious right now? You're a grown man.
Why does everyone who with me lately end up getting over twice as hard? I guess karma really is a f***ing bitch.
I am 37 years old.
And then everyone clowned on him even more for actually taking this seriously, and so he went on his sad boy arc, stepping away from the net for a bit. Don't know when I'll be back, but right now my mental health is more important, and I need to focus on that more than anything. I'll be back when the time is right. In the
Listen, man, I've deleted Twitter before because it was toxic. You know how many times I did it? Once. Now I'm done. Also didn't announce my departure. I feel like all the time when you do stuff like this, always for attention. Oh, I'm quitting this. Oh, I'm stopping this. Oh, I'm not going to do this. It's like, dude, you're asking for attention. Just do it and don't announce it. You don't have to make a whole fucking, you don't have to make a whole goddamn point out of it. Just move on. Like, it's immature when you do that. Or just baiting for attention. Then you inevitably come back. You know, it's like, oh, guys, I'm back. Where's my attention? Oh my God, you're back. Oh, come on.
Meantime, take care and know that I love you all. See you soon. And then he deactivated his Twitter account again. Let me be clear, this is over people making jokes about a screenshot of Amaranth. Really? This guy's like 35 years old and he's tweeting like he's 15. The tip had gone from a strong height in 2021 with respect and jokes and memes to being a shrinking version of his former self. Losing subs, losing views, losing respect. But sadly for him, this was only the beginning of the end, and so much more would start to be revealed.
You don't understand why people make a whole scene about leaving Twitter and come back 2 days later? Yeah, because it's attention. It's attention-seeking behavior. That's all it comes down to.
So what we've learned from the previous section is that Tipster is subject to a lot of jokes, most of which he brings onto himself and plays into. But considering that he genuinely took the Amaranth meme seriously, it starts to bring into question the line between joke and reality. Is the meme real? Is Tipster really this flirtatious guy online who talks to his goth mummies? And what does that say about him, a married man? One of the people who was there to bring up questions was Dojangles, who is a small content creator in her own right, but she's more well known for being the girlfriend of Mudahar, or some—
I thought they were wives or something. Or one of them was a wife. I think the other one's a girlfriend. Isn't this the girl that he, like, follow and unfollow bombed? That's my understanding.
ordinary gamers. Doe would start to put out tweets making fun of Tipster and his virtual e-girl harem, saying, all of Tipster's insane e-horse should have a deathmatch in a coliseum. Winner gets to sniff his taint, provided they can locate it. Tipster would hit back by saying, you seem salty that you're not one of them. Sorry, but I don't bother with pick-me girls. Doe then said, nah, just—
Got him. I don't bother with pick-me girls. Isn't that what he's looking for, though? Ultra slide? What the hell?
picked by people better, not married and not obese. By the way, Lardass has been trying for the last 4 years. Follows me on Twitter every week and blocks because I don't follow back. Goes around searching for people on Facebook.
Damn. Really going crazy.
Everyone who buys the teddy bear thing is dumb AF. Tipster hit back by saying, seems he got kinda mad about my little tweet. Meanwhile, he's been tweeting about me for months and I haven't said a peep until now. Also, I go around searching for people on Facebook? What the f are you talking about? In the following tweets, Mudahar would chime in to defend his girl, to which Tipster hit back, before Doe accused him of repeatedly following and unfollowing her in an attempt to become Twitter friends with her.
I could have swore, and I'm trying to find it because it's funny. I could have swore that this girl used to follow me on Instagram. You guys know what her fucking Instagram is? I could have swore I noticed it at one point. I'm not seeing it. If I what does she call herself? Like Dingledorf or something? Dojangles? I'm not seeing it. I feel like it's true though. And I just want it to be true because it's funny. It's just funny. Because the tipster wants that attention and it makes it funnier, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Also, I go around searching for people on Facebook? What the f are you talking about? In the following tweets, Mudahar would chime in to defend his girl, to which Tipster hit back, before Doe accused him of repeatedly following and unfollowing her in an attempt to become Twitter friends with her, an experience that Mudahar later supported.
No, the whole context was he kept trying to, like, keep messaging my girlfriend and keep getting on her good side, and she obviously doesn't want anything to do with it. That's it.
Wait,
That's how it is.
DMs are publicly. DMs are publicly.
Trying to publicly get back into following, like, good grace. She doesn't want any attention from him, and
got him.
That's it, done.
This interaction would lead to Dojangles and Tipster confronting each other on OrgRFC's stream on May 30th, 2022, in which he alleges that Tipster's behavior around his e-harem is only the latest in a long pattern of concerning behavior, alongside the claim that Tipster was constantly following and unfollowing her back to become
Hell yeah, I'm cloud showing, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Twitter friends. She also claims that he was doing that 4 years ago when he was in a VC with commentary YouTuber Colossus Crazy. Doe also claims that back in the day, Tipster tried to contact Paige the Panda by tracking down her personal Facebook and
fuck is Paige,
sending friend requests. Just to remind you, Paige the Panda is the girl who was groomed by Linemaker.
Wait, he was trying to get that Riz? What is this, Game of Thrones? What the fuck are you doing, man?
Tipster denies that he was trying to follow and unfollow Dojangles, stating that he didn't even know who she was 4 years ago. He also states that he did send a friend request to Paige the Panda's personal Facebook, but they had been in contact prior and his intentions were just to get back in touch, not to be weird. He later apologized if he came off creepy.
Here's what I'll say, okay? If I had ever done anything that made her feel uncomfortable, or anyone for that matter, I sincerely apologize.
I wouldn't. I'd say, fuck you, bitch. I don't give a goddamn. You know what else is uncomfortable? My ball sack in these underwear. But you know what? I still gotta wear them. Ain't go underwearless.
Because that was never my intention whatsoever. I don't know if that means anything to her or anything, and that's fine. You know, however she feels about it, she feels about it. But I have never done anything to try and make anyone feel uncomfortable. And
I do all the time. It's funny to me.
Sincerely apologize. If you're telling me the truth and you're saying she was uncomfortable, I apologize for that.
Though this admission makes Tipster look kind of weird, he actually came out of the debate looking better to most of the audience watching. This was because even though Doe had got him to concede on one of his points, she didn't provide much evidence to say that Tipster was a creep towards her. And also I guess they found her annoying and it was like she was blowing up tweets into a whole beef. But only a day later, Doe's comments would become—
Somebody find the Instagram name of Mudahar's girlfriend. I just want to flex on Tipster for no reason, like a weirdo.
Prophetic.
I think Tipster's just, yeah, he's just a nice dude. Like, I've never gotten any weird energy from him, but...
I think this person likes smelly street food.
I'm just saying, because if at any point this had happened and there are all these sexually charged messages, I mean, now is the time to come forward, you know?
Now's the time to come.
On the 31st of May 2022, AP over 9K, a former friend of Tipster's, dumped the DMs between herself and Tipster on Twitter. They included pages of messages, some of which were crusty as fuck. Sat down in my office chair this morning, and my pants split in the ass. Had to rush home and change. Lol. That's awesome. No, it wasn't.
Alright, this one's a little weird, but I think that's fine.
Lol. Just that selfie from this morning where I said I was going to bed. And because I'm blurry face, I don't fucking know, lol. It's actually pretty easy to hurt my feelings. I thought you looked great in that photo, to be honest. Goth mommy could get it.
Goth mommy could get it. That's crazy.
Lol. I don't give this to many people, but if you ever need to talk, don't hesitate to call or text me. I'm a busy guy, so I may not respond immediately, but I will respond. Gotcha, thank you. Anything for pink-haired, hot goth mommy. Lamau JK, notice the new profile picture.
Yeah. Well, another W for Papa Gut Brothers. We've got Amaranth and Dojangles. What the fuck? Dude, I'm an absolute alpha male. What the fuck's happening here, bro? I told you, I don't even need to follow and unfollow spam. Thank you for finding that. I don't know how the hell you did it. Should I follow back? Check this out. Just kidding.
Not gonna lie, looking kinda hot in hot pink. Thanks, lol, I love it. Yeah, it looks good.
Whoa, I
even
love
hotter goth mommy, haha. New profile picture is even better, homie. You a hot goth, haha. Bro, I fried my hair earlier and cut it off. What? Nice, looks great. Also, your friend is kinda cute, huh? Hey yo, she's 16. Oof, I was only joking, can't actually see with the things in the way, but I guess I kinda set myself up for that one. Sorry, lol. But
Dude, why do you keep doing that, bro? How many times are you gonna get caught talking of, like, complimenting a youngster? Okay, fuck. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
hold on, let's
Hell yeah, I'm worldwide, baby. I'm 340 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
take a step back. How do we get here? Who is AP over 9K? Well, she was a publicly known friend of Tipster's who had begun regularly appearing on his streams over the last
I feel like I've seen her face before.
few months. Tipster and AP were fairly close friends. Even after that one time she was live on VC and called her DoorDash driver the N-word.
To be nice, like, oh, my mom's hot. Like, I don't think that's weird. Wait,
Did you
what?
say that Edward?
Okay. Yeah, you gotta.
This is not
Sorry.
weird at all.
Okay, yeah,
Bro,
that's
see,
not
this is what
okay.
I'm
That's
talking
not
about.
okay. Well, that's why she got removed from the call, because it's not okay.
Get the f out of here.
During Tipster's commentary videos purge, Boblax made a comment on it saying it was a bit extreme, and him and Tipster had a bit of a back and forth. Although it wasn't heated at all, more of just a discussion. Then Tipster deactivates his account again after these milquetoast tweets, and AP jumps in defending Tipster like it's tag team wrestling. This all leads to a live debate between AP and Boblax, where she shows up drunk as balls, and the debate goes so bad for her that Tipster just deletes the server they're in.
Have you checked yourself for full-blown retardation?
Yes, I'm diagnosed with autism. I have all the files to prove it.
Yeah, I know. That's Augie and Boblax. It's so funny.
Okay, let's get serious again, though. Let's get serious.
What's going on?
Let's get super serial, guys. Okay.
Are you good?
Are you drunk?
Why argue? Like, no offense. Why are you arguing with these youngsters here? Why be in a conversation with youngsters? What do you have in common with these people? You know, I don't have a lot of friends, I guess, but I usually keep the company of older people my own age. It's just bizarre. I don't know. He seems so friendly with all these people. Or at least he was at some point. Like, why? Seems weird.
Do you have a little too much red wine? Oh, I'm kicked from the server. Wait, what?
Oh, Willie Mack.
Wait, what?
Oh, this guy too. This Nicholas. He goes to apparently he goes to a ping pong, but with the arcade machine. You know what I'm talking about? Pinball in Long Island. I'm watching you, brother.
Wait, did Tipster give her... Tipster deleted the server.
After this, AP claims that Tipster put her into this debate without telling her she was live, which caused a rift between the two. Eventually, AP turned on Tipster, and Tipster did the usual sad anime gif response.
Aren't they always live? They're like part of the gig?
Sometimes I wonder why I even bother being a loyal friend to people who clearly don't deserve it, because when it comes time to return the favor, I always get clipped to the curb. I'm too kind for my own good. So fast forward to AP dropping all of her DMs with Tipster. What exactly is in the...
What a humble guy, huh?
these leaks. Apart from the cringy DMs, there isn't really anything damning against Tipster here, but he just looks pathetic, or a victim stuck between two groups of people. In these DMs, he's constantly being pushed around and insulted by AP. It's clear she was not a good friend to him. But you see this, and you have to question, why wouldn't Tipster talk to the people he's been friends with for years, like Boblax, Nick, and Augie? Or for f***'s sake,
Because they don't have titties, bro. They don't have big... Oh, I don't know, maybe they do have big titties. What the fuck is this? They come on my burger? Oh my god. Oh my god, there's pickles and onions in my fucking burger, dude. I'm done. I'm pissed off now. I'm fucking done with it.
His wife. Instead, he confides all this in a girl who he met over TikTok a couple of months ago and started flirting with whilst he's already married. And why do these comments nobody's get
my wife have the one with... He likes that stuff. I'll save that.
Him so easily. Tipster would respond to the leaks on the same day, saying, "Yes, I've seen the leaks. I was nothing but supportive of her when she was in need of a friend. And even when we had a falling out, I kept my feelings on the matter to myself out of respect for her privacy." Wait, Tipster, that's a lie. You literally made a tweet being like, with the anime sad gif.
Yeah, pickles ruin everything. That's what I'm saying. Tell my wife to shut the fuck up. Oh, pickles are good. Out of here. What are you talking about, you know?
Like your friendship breaking up. That's a lie. You lied. Tipster lied. We were just two friends, supporting one another, sharing jokes with one another, talked about our families.
Here's my question. Did he ever get titty pics? Because I'm feeling like if you're going to be... Oh, I have french fries left. Incredible stuff. Because if you're going to be like, oh, hey, girl. Oh, yo, what's up? Oh, my God. You burned your hair off? Oh, that's so sad. Oh, your kid said the N-word? Oh, that's so sad. Get some tits. Because we're not even getting titties. What the hell do you want? You know, I've been a dog sometimes. You know, I used to be a dog. But I always got titties. Or else what's the point? You know?
One another, and we would be there for each other in times of need. It's a shame that things happened the way they did, but it is what it is. My conscience is clean.
You're a married guy, right? It can't be easy to hear all the time.
I mean, yeah.
What the hell's going on here, brother?
I'm a married dude, and happily married. By the way, everybody's speculating on the state of my marriage. It's fine. Everybody seems to think I'm going to get a divorce or whatever because of this. But no, like, everything's fine. I talked to my wife about this, the day that it happened, and then, like, this morning, and she was just like, who cares? Because, like...
That's weird, though. I feel like that's not a good thing. That just means that your wife doesn't think that you can pull puss. You know what I mean? If your wife's not worried about you talking to other girls, that means that she doesn't think that you can pull pussy, bro. That's fucking embarrassing, man. That's a sympathy wife.
Like, she watches my streams, and we make jokes and comments like this on the air, and she sees it, and she doesn't fucking care. No, it's not.
She's in on it. She's right there with me. You know, that's what a good relationship is. But that's a contact that no one can have.
We're the type of couple that we can be scrolling through Instagram pictures, and I'd be like, yo, that chick's pretty hot, huh? And she's like, yeah.
That's just weird. I feel like that's bizarre.
Yeah, and then, like, she does the same thing with dudes or whatever, so it's like...
That's gay. That's fucking gay, brother.
That's just how our relationship is.
Even though there was some funny stuff in AP's leaks, people were on Tipster's side because he'd essentially been backstabbed.
Thank you for the $5 from Matt Randazzo. Fuck. Hey, Papa got first time catching a stream after a few months of watching clips. Big fan. Always a good laugh. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
And his friends sided with him. He treated AP so nicely in DMs, only for her to publish them online. This is probably the first time in his career that Tipster was actually a victim who got f***ed over. And thankfully, this will be the springboard for him to re-enter the comedy community.
Bro, Tipster, did you get titty pics or not from these girls, bro? If you did you save them? That's revenge porn. You better not have, bro. I'm going to cancel you. I'm going to call the police.
But the drama was far from over. Now, at this time, Tipster was talking a lot about his mental health, and later on he was preaching about how the commentary scene impacted his mental health.
Bro, let me tell you something. Okay? You're part of the commentary scene. What do you mean?
He's the one who holds it fairly high, takes it fairly seriously, and you wouldn't expect Tipster to be embroiled in any controversy where he seriously mishandles someone's mental health. But that was exactly what happened. During late 2022, Tipster got involved in a controversy with another small commentator by
Miss Frizzle!
The name of Colton.
That's close.
Colton is a guy who has often struggled with his mental health. In March 2022, he attempted to take his own life. But
damn, bro. That's sad. Don't do that.
Thankfully survived due to him previously contacting Hannah Animal, one of the many e-girls who were friends with Tipster. Hannah would call a wellness check and Colton's life would be saved. Fast forward to November 2022, and Colton has now recently been in an e-relationship with a girl by the name of Bonnie. However, it was in November where she accused him of a number of heinous actions. One of these was Colton apparently being creepy and pushy when they interacted sexually.
Oh, was this the 18-year-old that talked to the 15-year-old girl? Yeah, I remember this. This is what John Swan got canceled for, wasn't it? If I remember correctly.
Which was almost immediately rescinded after she was questioned on it, and the other is an accusation that one night Colton apparently faked his suicide attempt with her by swallowing a bunch of pills. Colton testified by saying, "In October
What kind of pills, bro?
But I was struggling with a dependence on sleeping pills introduced me by an early relationship. One night I told my future accuser I took some because I was depressed and wanted to get high, as she was with another drug. But the meds were what I had on hand. I attempted giving benefit of the doubt in this claim of miscommunication because I don't have a good memory, especially when I'd get high, and I likely phrase it in a
Alright, so maybe he did it for a little bit of attention. Sad stuff, brother. Hopefully you found better ways to get attention, like modding Minecraft or something, or that other game. Backdoors Survivor.
Terrible way, also due to my altered state of mind. This individual insisted, however, that she knew for a fact that I was trying to make her think I was suicidal, despite the fact that she had no knowledge of my past attempts and that we watched movies and hung out for hours after. So where does Tipster come into this small commentary drama? When making her allegations, Bonnie said to Colton that she believed Colton was suicide baiting because a bigger influencer had told her he had a history of suicide baiting.
I mean, maybe. Why get involved in all this stuff? You don't have to get involved in everybody's stuff, you know? Especially if you're becoming a larger content creator. I feel like there are more times to stay out of it a little bit. Stay out of it a little bit, you know? Not everything needs to be You know?
Colton's immediate assumption was Tipster, because as we know, Tipster has an innate desire.
Like, this is the toxicity that he's referring to. Oh, it's so toxic in this community. But he's one of the ones who does it the most. You know, if you're inserting yourself into everybody's drama, you're part of the toxicity. You're not letting it go. Do something else. Instead of just constantly, over and over and over again. You know, it's like, oh, I don't like the toxicity of this community. Oh, it's so bad. It hurts my mental health. And it's like, well, what are you doing? Oh, well, I'm engaging in it. It's like, okay. You know? And in such a meaningful way, too. Like, I feel like when I come on here, I'm just farting around. We're having we're just talking. We're done. So I'm like, gone are the days where I'm like really doing super meaningful, like, oh, you know, active, like I'm going to go, you know, back in the TikTok days, we canceled a few sussy bakas, but it's just like, it's exhausting mentally. It's just, so we're kind of an observer. I like to observe. I like to joke around, laugh. That's not really that serious. And I feel like I set that tone. But I feel like there's so much energy in the type of stuff that he does. And it's like, that's what you're just getting that energy back, man.
To get involved into drama with literal nobodies. So on November 9th, Colton asks Tipster. That isn't baiting though. I regret doing that, but obviously a suicidal person will be upset when their plans are interrupted. I mean, it depends.
Like he's always there, or at least he was always there when something was going on. Like he's the first one to try to like jump in and be like, oh, let me get the fucking news. It's like, Jesus Christ.
If you didn't actually intend to do it, it's baiting. I know of at least 2 girls you've done this to, and now I'm guessing a third is accusing of the same. Dog. Lol. Did no one teach you how to court women? Because saying you're going to game end in Minecraft ain't it, dog. This, of course, coming from Tipster.
Game end in Minecraft.
The guy who goes on Twitter every day and asks random e-girls if they want the tip. Who else did I...
He's a little bit of a voyeur. He's a little bit of a voyeur. Makes sense to me, man. Makes perfect sense to me.
Do that too. By the way, I never faked it.
Thank you for the $5 from AVMU. Dude, these streamers wouldn't last a day in the real world, except for Papaga, though. Of course, dude. Of course, Papaga out. They wouldn't last a day in the real world. I guess, probably. I don't know. I think Tipster has a regular person's job, though. You know what I mean?
I was always struggling with that. So I'm not going to say because I ain't throwing no one under the bus.
Whoa,
I'm just saying I've heard it personally from 2 girls who have no relationship with each other, and now you're asking me about...
I wish they did. That'd be kind of hot, brother.
This with a 3rd girl? Bro. Lol. The following day, Bonnie published her accusations to Twitter, and Tipster once again said the same stuff, adding that Colton was acting way too paranoid by suspecting him. I'm staying out of it. I don't cover sub-community drama anyways. Well, I'll just say good luck dealing with her. She's a borderline sexual predator who's trying to twist it against me. And
oh my god. The fuck?
I really hope you weren't the one in the DMs saying those things about me. Dude, you're way too paranoid. I'm sorry if you aren't that person. I'm just freaking out right now because people actually believe I wronged her in some way. I'd never do that to a girl, and I feel so sick about it.
Yeah, I've said it before, man, and I'll say it again. I feel like with all the, because I think this is that I think I remember this situation, and you know, it wasn't like as big of a deal if I'm remembering the right one. But I'm telling you, man, with all these false you know, SA accusations, I feel like we're 5 years away from some like 17-year-old having a mental breakdown, saying that they raped themselves because they masturbated. You know, we're getting there, brothers.
I don't know about everything she's saying, but the things she does show receipts for look pretty bad. Yeah, because she's cutting the parts where I dismantle the points. She's editing it so it makes it look better. It's sickening. I'm just gonna stay out of it.
Sickening you, I am.
As I said before, I don't do the sub-community shit anyways. In the next couple of hours, Colton found out that Tipster had Bonnie as one of his chat mods for his stream.
Oh my god, dude. Not Bonnie. And Chica? This is incredible.
And after that, managed to obtain leaks of Tipster's DMs with Bonnie. And, well, take a look. Bro,
how the fuck did he manage to get that unless one of them leaked it?
Colton called me on Discord saying how he's high and depressed and sad, and took a bunch of sleeping pills, SMH lol. I tried screen recording, but I just realized the screen recording doesn't pick up Discord audio. I told you he does that kind of shit.
Really? It doesn't? Wow, that's crazy.
And if you call in a wellness check, he's going to harass you forever like he does everyone else who has done that. You said this?
Maybe Colton's a little annoying. I don't know.
Now, after being caught completely gaslighting and being a total piece of shit, Tipster was confronted, and instead of like a meaningful apology, he just completely doubles down. I understand if you're upset, and that's valid. I own that. But I wasn't gonna let—
How come he always does that? I understand you're upset. I own that. You know, here's a win for you. I don't know. Sounds weird.
you do that to another one of my friends. You had already done it to 2 of my friends before, and I didn't want it to
Don't hurt my friends. Plus ultra.
happen again. As long as you know that you completely your credibility by gaslighting me. Not really, but okay, lol.
Gaslighting. Oh my god, all these goddamn words, bro. I miss the old days when we just used to say simple things. You know what I'm saying, brother?
So you didn't call me paranoid and pretend like you didn't know who she was when you were saying those things about me? You acted as if I was crazy for thinking you did it, then you admitted it. That's gaslighting. You just pissed because I was right about what I told her, and now everyone knows you have a pattern of doing this shit. You're not a kid anymore. Now grow some balls and own up to your—
How old was Colton? 18? That's a kid, brother. I mean, that's a youngster, if I ever saw one.
I'm not here to baby you. I'm here to give it to you real. You have some serious—
Damn, you're to give it to you real. The tip. Give you the tip real and raw, hard and long. Imagine more of a chode scenario.
issues that you need to work on. You're right, I'm not a kid anymore, yet you're bringing up situations—
I feel like he still has his foreskin, too. I think that's another part of it. I feel like he's the kind of guy that still has his foreskin, you know what I mean?
from when I was 17. If you weren't here to baby me and give it to me real, you wouldn't have lied and gaslighted me. I did nothing wrong to Bonnie, and you're enabling this delusional victim complex she has. If I'm not a kid anymore, why bring up situations from when I was? How long do I have to be changed until this is no longer relevant? Because you're still that person, Colton. Prove it. Because what Bonnie had was me getting—
Kiss me, Colton. Ask for my nudes, Colton. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Hi. I warned her, and then less than a week after I warned her, you did it to her too. That isn't suicide baiting. Maybe some people buy that bullshit, but I don't. You're delusional too then. To think saying I took sleeping pills to get high is suicide baiting. I made that abundantly clear to her, so it isn't miscommunication, she's outright lying. Oh, I'm depressed, I'm gonna take a bunch of pills now. Fuck off for that bullshit, dude. Then why would we remain on call to hang out for hours immediately after? I tried to kill myself, then immediately watch movies with her and talk for hours? Make it make sense. This is all besides the point that you—
Oh, shit. Well, you know, I guess you gotta go out to your favorite movie, man.
absolutely did gaslight me, by the way. I've owned up to everything I've done wrong. She hasn't, and neither of you. And here we got Tippy Tunnel Vision kicking in. Tipster can't answer the question, so he just deflects. Look, I ain't got time for your bullshit. If you can't own up for the fact that you still are a suicide
Tippy Tunnel Vision. I like that, brother. I like that.
baiter, then you're on your own. I'm not gonna waste my time with someone who clearly can't see the error in their ways. I wish
Error in their ways, dude. Wow, so profound.
you nothing but the best, but I'm out.
Great commentary, Papa Gut. Thank you.
Peace. Tipster's source for this, by the way, is just random people telling him that Colton has baited before. The only 2 instances we actually have proof of and know of, one time he actually attempted, and the other time it's—
I heard Colton was ugly. Well, Colton, this is a problem, because here's why I believe Colton did it, because he's a boy, and the other girl is a girl. And even though she's only 15, guys, it's okay, because he's also apparently made weird comments about 17 and 16-year-olds, without knowing, of course. But it's like, hey, one day she'll be 18, so why not start now? I don't know what's wrong with me today. Holy fuck. This is a joke, guys. We're going a little too close to sun. I'm tired today. I haven't slept. Okay, so it's not my fault for making silly jokes.
pretty obvious that the intention wasn't suicide. But Tipster has no remorse, and in fact, it wouldn't be until April 2023 when he finally apologized to Colton. Of course, with his apology being buried near the end of a 4-hour live stream. But back
Might as well just not apologize after that.
in Christmas Eve 2022, when all this being publicly posted, these small parts of the commentary community were now even more aware of how much of a piece of shit the Tipster was. His
Damn, the Tipster? Shit.
response, well, another blocking spree.
Oh, God.
So, it's been a while. Let's check up on AP, Tipster's favorite e-girl wine mom goth mommy. What's up with her? Where is she at? Well, the actual reason she posted DMs to Tipster after his debate with Dojangles is because Craig Beckett, another small commentary YouTuber who hated Tipster, would advise her to release the DMs. But after Craig was exposed for DMing and sexting a 17-year-old girl—
Oh, my God. Not a 17-year-old girl, dude. What are you doing? Oh, I remember this guy's a little bit of a weirdo, but, you know. Okay, another one that goons too close to the sun. Am I right, fellas?
whilst he was 27 by Tipster, Tipster and AP were able to rekindle their friendship. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can you ever trust someone who leaked your entire DMs to the public and humiliated you, Tipster? And don't worry, because everyone else told Tipster the exact same thing. But alas, Tipster did not listen. Predictably, this would blow up in Tipster's face a few months later, when AP over 9K was caught forcing her kid to call someone the N-word on Discord.
Damn, I don't even have to force my kid. He does it without that. I'm just kidding. I don't have a kid. Jesus Christ, that's really good parenting.
Actually, you know what? No, keep me in the call. 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 Come here.
Come here, say the N-word. It'll be real funny.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
Oh my God, did she just say it?
What? I need you to say one thing. Hold on, everyone shut up. Say Smondile is a fucking... Do it.
No.
Do it.
No.
Spondiles and
No.
What the fuck? I don't even know what to say. What are you doing? Like, I mean, listen. I don't even know what to say. What the fuck's wrong with this person? What the fuck? Oh my god. What is wrong with this person? The fuck, dude. You're supposed to say that at home alone while you're playing video games, not a live stream. And not to spondle. I don't know what the fuck that is. Poor spondle. Spondile. I don't know.
The only thing to get my phone back, I did it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, call CPS. That's funny because a lot of people have tried, but
Well, that's a hell of a brag. Yeah, call CPS. A lot of people have tried. They just didn't have the right number. Idiot. Okay. Incredible. That's what a brag. Call CPS. A lot of people have tried. Incredible.
it doesn't work, does it?
Now, the guy who exposes this to the public, a commentary orbiter by the name of DJ Screwdriver, puts up a thread with the evidence,
DJ Screwdriver. What is that, an alcoholic beverage?
alternatively referring to AP as Tipster's goth mommy friend. Tipster had an issue with this for some reason, and instead of going for a private resolution or ignoring it, instead he decided to block DJ Screwdriver. But why did he have an issue with this thread? I mean, AP...
Doesn't he know that people can see it when he blocks people? Like, I feel like that's not the right way to go. Like, I feel like you just kind of have to take it on the chin, buddy, you know? Because after you block somebody, everybody knows about it, and then that turns into a whole other conversation, and then it's just like the Streisand effect, but it's, you know, pretty much proven at that point. Oh, I gotta get, dude, am I gonna, I can't get it. Never mind.
He's only known by most people in the community as Tipster's friend from the whole goth mommy thing. That kind of makes sense to say. Well, according to Tipster, it's dumb that I'm expected to respond to allegations that have all to do with me. I'm not their handler. This is both a lie and just wrong. First of all, DJ Screwdriver never said that Tipster had to respond to any of this until he was blocked. But again, Tipster has this impulse to respond to literally everything that's attached to him. And even if they did
that seems to be true.
ask for Tipster's response, I totally understand why. AP's whole history revolves around Tipsters. Nearly everything she's done online involves Tipster. She's known as his co-host and friend.
Tipster, did you see her boobies? What do her racist breasts look like? I'm kind of curious.
To be a fan of his, he would put her on streams. He gave her his phone number.
Because listen, you know what they say. Racist women have the nicest nipples. And my wife has beautiful nips. Just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding about half of that. Up to you to decide which half I'm referring to.
And even after she leaked their DMs, he was still a friend. He even started the goth mommy meme because of her. It makes sense that DJ would mention Tipster to give context. But
she's not even a goth mommy. What the fuck?
Of course, Tipster can't see the reasoning past his roles. Tipster decided to go even further because, of course, he can't let things be, and he called into DJ Screwdriver's Twitter space, subsequently making himself look like an idiot.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah. Hey, Tipster.
Hey,
Yo, you want to know why you got blocked?
No.
Why did I get blocked, Tipster?
Because you're making it like you're trying really hard to associate with me with a situation that I had nothing to do with. What does this have to do with me? Yes, I did something
So why are you talking about it more, man? Oh, shit.
stupid, and the whole time you're naming me in your stupid thread as if I have something to do with it. I have nothing to do with what AP did. I'm not AP's handler, and I don't understand why I have to explain the way I feel about it when I'm not the one who did it. I'm not.
I mean, you're here explaining it. Why don't you just not talk about it, man? Why don't you just shut the heck up? Why don't you just shut the front door, brother?
Accountable for her actions.
Did I say you were?
No, but what do you think is the point of like mentioning me in the thread? What's the point of that? I did something stupid that we can all agree is wrong, but what the do I have
I don't know if I agree with that.
to do with that?
You're her friends, and that's how people know her.
So what? So we're doing guilt by association.
Why doesn't he just guilt? Why don't I understand the guilt by association thing? Why not just be like, yeah, man, that's just fucked up. We're not friends anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the fuck's happening here.
Association then? That's fucking
That's not
bullshit.
that's not guilt by association.
No,
that's just
literally guilt by
association.
association.
That's
You're
just
literally saying
association.
She's your friend, so you have to explain how you feel about it.
I
That's
didn't say
fucking
that.
retarded.
I didn't say that.
Whoa, Tipster, that's a bad boy word. Don't say that.
I just said she was her friend.
So what was the point of mentioning me in it then? What was the point of mentioning me in the thread for something that she did?
Tipster, you want to know what the point was? It's to involve you in the drama because it'll get more views. Let's be absolutely honest with you. And you'd think that'd be shameful, except you do the same fucking thing. So, I don't understand. You should know the fucking game. It's like the Wendy Williams thing, you know? When Wendy Williams having, a rough time, and she's like, I asked for privacy, but I know I wouldn't give it to you. You know, she said something along those lines. That's what we're at, dude. It's kind of the sphere you're in. You know, that's kind of what you do. You play into it. You set that energy. You set that tone. So people are going to ask you, and you could just say nothing or something. But you just obviously picked the worst route to possibly go. This is all Tobbs nonsense. That's what I'm saying. It's all very terminally online nonsense.
You have context of who she is. People don't know who she is.
And right here is where the Tippy tunnel vision kicks in again. He can't answer the DJ Screwdriver's counter, so what does he do?
He says, frick this, dude. I'm out of here. I've got better things to do. I'm going to go jack off to VR porn. By the way, it's a lot of work. You know, I'd rather just stick to the regular stuff, guys. That's what a friend told me.
Okay, bro. Yeah, I guess so. That's why you got blocked, because this doesn't have anything to do with me, and you really want to make it about me.
This is why you got blocked. You fucking idiot. You stupid moron. I'm just I'm just being stupid as hell.
Enjoy your little 15 seconds of fame.
Oh,
no one has ever been this
dude, he fucking owned him with that one. Enjoy your 15 seconds of fame, dude. How about enjoy your 15 seconds of tipster cock? Right? Am I right, guy? With an S? Multiple guys? Multiple people in there?
this mad about being mentioned, but I guess when it's the people you're sucking up to like Nick and Boblax, the outrage isn't there. By this time, it was clear that Tipster hadn't learned. He was still a idiot, and everyone knew it. I mean, even though we've been covering smaller situations he was involved in and
I don't know, I kind of like him, man, because it's just funny to engage with this stuff. It's just fucking ridiculous.
Completely losing, Tipster's reputation in the bigger spaces wasn't much better, as he was being dragged by commentary trolls like Salvo Pancakes.
You act like 35-year-old me has to address some teenager as if like, oh my god, I have to respond to every...
Oh my god, you're 35, bro? That's a rough one. What are you doing? What are you talking about this stuff for?
Every single person who ever criticizes me on the internet.
Salvo and later Keemstar would constantly troll and meme on Tipster and his wife, and Tipster really just kind of took it laying down. And whilst most of these clips are lost of time, what is still about is clips where
there's really nothing to say. You just ignore the guy if somebody goes after your wife. I mean, it's immature behavior. It's not something that like a man would engage in. So you just ignore them. Why respond to that? You know.
YouTubers are angry at Tipster for not sticking up for
where's the Lolcow defense arc? That's my favorite Tipster arc.
His wife.
Like, I love you, Tipster, but I have to say this, man. If Gareth had done what you did by like backpedaling like that, I would have lost my You know what I mean?
I'm just interested in the Lolcow arc, #1 and #2, dude. Where the fuck's that?
And I love you. Like, I absolutely adore you. I think you're such an awesome dude. But that is the one place I feel like, Salva kind of got you there, because I would have lost it, like, if you were my partner. I'm just going to be honest.
Tipster would respond by upping his talk game, by which I mean he begged Salvo to stop and offered him $175 for peace.
Is that real? Did you really do that?
How you doing, buddy?
How are you doing? Do you have hurt feelings over something that I said?
You know, a little bit, but I think if, you know, we make a solid negotiation here, I think I'm willing to put that aside. Okay, I'm willing to forgive you for what happened before.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to give you a handsome donation.
So when you mean
what? Wait, so this guy insults your wife and you're gonna give him money? Wow, this is the most fucking pathetic thing that I've seen. This is actually, I didn't even know about this. This is fucking loser shit, dude. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dog? You're trying to offer this guy money? This guy makes fun of your wife or something, and you decide to offer him money for it? Why? Can you please stop? Here's $100. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Just don't talk to him anymore. Don't engage with this person. I mean, what the fuck?
We're gonna be all good. What do you mean by that? Define that. How are we going to be all good? What are you going to do for me?
The past is the past. You know, we'll let bygones be bygones, and it's over, dude. This is what I'm offering. I'm willing to negotiate on the monetary side, okay? But, like...
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I'm offering you to make peace with you.
Oh, this is only one part? Oh my god, I thought this was the whole thing. Wait, there's a mold. Why didn't you just make the whole goddamn thing at once? Well, I guess it's for brevity. Wow, incredible.
Okay, we'll make peace, and I will give you a monetary donation. My initial offer is $100. Now, you can negotiate on the money side.
But, bro, that's not really the right way to negotiate. I'll give you $100, but we can negotiate. This is fucking crazy.
What's the dollar figure? What you looking at?
$500.
I won't do $500. I will do... Let's do 150. 160.
Tipster, we ain't getting
150, then 160. He's negotiating against himself.
Nowhere. Because you realize, me calling this, you realize, Tipster, I have dogs barking at their
$175.
Tipster, listen.
You'd think this would be Tipster's lowest point ever, losing to Spurgs.
This feels like the lowest point ever. What the hell is this?
Picking up mentally ill people, literally auctioning his pride. None of these were the final blow in any regard. They just added onto the bandwagon of people who disliked him. And it would be the next situation that he started 2023 that completely destroyed Tipster's reputation in the community. So tune in next week for part 2 of the Tipster Chronicles, from Tippy's exodus from commentary to the state he's in today.
Damn. Well, okay. I don't know if we're gonna watch part 2, but we'll find out. Interesting. Crazy. I just can't believe you offered somebody money to stop making fun of him and his wife. That's fucking embarrassing. Settle down, guys. We're going to get into the part 2 of this Tipster documentary from Toastify, the Tipster Exodus. Commentary's big as Lolcow. I think this might be the last one, but I want to put them all in one video, so I might wait a little bit before posting it. I guess we got like another 4 days. So anyway, let's just get this going. This is the second part. Let's just go. There's nothing else to say. Let's go.
What you want to do? What you want to do? What are you gonna do next weekend? Wanna hang out? Wanna grab some drinks? Maybe go to a bar? I don't know. What do you feel like doing? What do you feel like doing?
That's why you got blocked, because this doesn't have anything to do with me, and you really want to make it about me. Enjoy your little 15 seconds of fame, you loser. As if like...
Ooh, man. 15 seconds of fame off a Tipster. He must be a hot commodity.
Oh my god, I have to respond to every single person who ever criticizes me on the internet. Back off, Tubby. She needs a real 9-incher right now. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm not gonna, like...
I mean, you don't need to respond to every bit of criticism that people leverage against you. That would be silly if you did. It's just interesting. He seems to be a more... Listen, he seems to be more criticism than Ethan Klein, which is interesting. You know what I mean? Because, like, that guy's famous, so it makes more sense for more eyes to be on him. So...
Release this call, or I'm not gonna do some video. I'm sorry, I don't know if this is your autism, but that was a completely different day. Yeah.
Ooh. Wait, wasn't he being unironic when he said that?
You about my soundboard. I love my soundboard. My soundboard's great.
Tipster, nobody in your audience likes your soundboard.
Cheers, my horse. Love
Damn. He criticized the soundboard, dude. That's sacred to him, man.
ya. No pedo.
Last time we covered the history of Tipster, from his rise from gaming news to drama coverage, and all the controversies he got in, from completely self-imploding in conversations with bigger YouTubers.
Why doesn't he just go back to gaming news? You know, like commentary is a little toxic. You know, you're doing commentary on people. So it can be a little bit of a toxic genre and field. So why be in this? Why be in there? You know.
To his crusty tweets about his goth mummies, and his meltdown over jokes made about one of his tweets. And we left off at the end of 2022, with Tipster having his worst year so far. First, one of his closest friends leaks pages of their DMs with each other.
Oh no, not his closest friend leaking stuff.
Which made him look weird and often weak. And then Tipster was needlessly getting involved into the comedy community's small sectors. Whether it's spreading rumors and telling a person who tried to take their life that they are baiting it for attention.
Who did he say that to?
Or getting back with a friend who leaked his
We probably looked at that in the last one. So.
DMs, only for her to force her child to call someone slurs over Discord, or quite literally auctioning the pride of...
My mom would never do that, because she wouldn't have to, because you don't have to force me to say any slurs. I'll do it for free. I'm just kidding. It's a terrible joke. Who would even make that joke?
Him and his wife.
Okay, I'm willing to forgive you for what happened before.
Oh, bro, the paying money for the wife is wild. That's pathetic, dude. Come on.
Yeah. And I'm willing to
paying money to have somebody stop bullying your wife is legitimately insane.
give you a handsome donation. 160.
Tipster, we ain't getting nowhere. Because you realize, you realize, Tipster, I have dogs barking at their
$175.
Tipster, listen.
You'd think this would be Tipster's lowest point ever. Losing
I mean, no, honestly, it is. There's nothing that you can do. You can't go lower than trying to bribe somebody into not talking about your wife. Like, that's bizarre. Like, why not just never talk to them or associate with them? That makes a little bit more sense to me. But hey, you know what? You do what you feel like you need to do, brother.
Spurgs, picking up on mentally ill people. None of these were the final blow in any regard. They just added onto the bandwagon of people who disliked him. And it would be the next situation that he started 2023 that completely destroyed Tipster's reputation in the community.
What is this, like a year by year? Are we doing a year? Are we doing a year by year on his reputation? Oh man, oh shit.
As all of Tipster's worst controversies have begun, this one started with a situation that he totally could have avoided. In place of AP, Tipster had gotten a new prime goth mommy e-girl.
Why is he getting more? Why not, like, wouldn't you like learn after a certain point, like, wow, I keep getting in trouble? Maybe I should stop.
Rum, although she was nowhere near as annoying or insane, but she was pretty weird. On February 19th, 2023, a commentary orbiter by the name of Alex Gekmo posted a tweet exposing Rum.
Alex Gekmo? Who the fuck are these people? Why are people commentary orbiters? It's kind of weird to me. I don't understand.
For liking, quote, little girl lolly CP on main.
Oh, I remember that. I got a hair in my mouth. I'm sorry. I remember that. That was weird as hell, man. That was just like some weird CP looking shit. I can't even show you. I wasn't active, at the time, but I looked at that. I was like, Jesus Christ, man, that's terrible. That's like honestly disgusting. And then he defended it, saying it wasn't actually CP or it wasn't like fucking Lolcow. I'm like, bro, that's what?
Whilst I'm obviously not going to show the image here, it's a drawing of someone who obviously looks like a child and has explicit clothing on, although they're not engaged in sexual activity.
Nah, it's still yucky. It looks like a 7-year-old.
As would be implied. But regardless, if you're normal, you'd think this is lolly, and it's fucking weird. But unlike DJ Screwdriver's tweet about AP, Alex never mentioned Tipster in his tweet, instead mentioning other orbiters that AP was friends with. So how did Tipster get involved this time? Well, it's because Rum...
Gotta defend all your friends at any cost. All the time, guys. Can't ever hold your own friends accountable for any bad behavior. You gotta always defend their bad behavior, guys.
Got a bit of backlash from a tweet and vented about it to Tipster, to which he decided to get involved, tweeting this. I see the usual suspects are trying to call someone out for liking lolly when they don't know what the lolly actually is.
It's so funny because I almost guarantee you that nobody really cared that much until Tipster got involved. And then all of a sudden you get to it, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was probably not that big of a story. And then he decided that he wanted to try to defend this person. So
some things never change. It's Lolly Tipster. It's a cartoon of a child in nothing but a stripped clothing covering the flat chest and crotch. Had to unfollow Rum because her liking it put that disgusting to my timeline. Why is it a child? Because it had small tits. Yes, grown-ass women never had small tits before.
Okay, it's a little bit of a code, brother.
Small tits, the girl has no tits, Tipster. It's clearly a child. You think it's lolly but you are comfortable tweeting it? Lol. To show you that as a kid, because clearly you're giving Rum too much benefit of the doubt and need to see what she likes. This is pedo sh**. I've seen it already and I don't think it's lolly. I've seen video game characters that look like this and no one bats an eye. Whoa, Tipster, what kind of fucking video games are you playing?
Hey, Lolicon Adventures fucking part 1, dude. What do you mean? That's my favorite one.
I disagree. Also, I've never seen a video game character dressed like that whilst looking that young. You have an example. My point is that this community is full of spugs.
Well, I mean, even if it's in a video game, it doesn't make it right. There's some weird anime Japanese video games, so.
Who know nothing about anime or anime culture, commenting on anime culture. No. Oh my god.
Bro, let's be real. Anime culture is degenerate, no? Like, isn't that, don't we accept that as a fact at this point? Anime culture is degenerate. I mean, it's full of fucking 1,000-year-old demon wizard women that are actually like they look like children. Like, what are you talking about? Like, every anime has an old lecher character. Like, Dragon Ball wasn't like Master Roshi fucking trying to have sex with like a 12-year-old Bulma or a 14-year-old Bulma like this. You know, I like Dragon Ball Z and all that. I'm just saying. It seems rather problematic.
To stop, Tipster, stop. It looks so Jesus looks awful. I stand by my take. Rum did nothing wrong. I will die on that hill. I'm gonna have to disagree, Tipster.
Why?
Lolly are typically sexualized children, and this is a sexualized child.
Why don't you just not? Why don't you just leave it alone?
Really? You know the background of this character? You know their age? Damn, dude, where'd you find that info? Tipster, 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 Tipster. No, Tipster, why?
It just looks like a youngster.
You donning the anime weeb fedora for this? Stop. Bro, stop. You're making the 9,000-year-old dragon argument. Well, surely it can't get any worse. Oh god, Mr. Girl said it was lolly.
There's like 2 animes with that trope, bro. Every anime has that trope. Shut the fuck up.
Mr. Girl said it was lolly. The guy whose entire expertise on pedophilia said it was lolly. That is a child. Bro, no grown woman looks like that. You wouldn't know. Pretty sure grown women won't terminally online basement dwellers.
Oh, got him with the you can't get pussy, dude.
Oh, I'm just getting it through facts that he called into Doc on the radio's live stream later. Hopefully this is just a big misunderstanding we kill it up, because Tipster, if you're defending this it's really weird.
So, Tipster, I'd like you to explain your thought process of some of your tweets you've made about
So my thought process is that
my thing is why are you doing publicity tours over this topic? Like, let's say you really believe what you're saying. Why are you doing commentary publicity tours? Why don't you just have your take and move on? Like, why are you making the rounds over this? Like, why does it mean that much to you? Like, I don't understand that part.
Like, I feel like a lot of the people who are chiming in on the situation don't know shit about anime. They have done
yes, the anime expert over here, milady.
Stylized art of characters that are clearly adults in nature in similar art styles.
What does adults in nature mean?
It's clearly
what do you mean by
stylized.
what do you mean by stylized?
Meaning all the characters are done in the same art style.
So looking like kids?
I mean, to you it looks like kids, but like just because you think something is a kid doesn't mean it's a kid. I mean,
what?
By that logic, you can make the same argument that 24-year-old reality star, who everybody says looks like a kid, is a kid.
That's a little bit different. I mean, she looks younger. She doesn't really look that much like a kid in like the face, but that's a little different for a real life person versus drawing something that is a child so that you could jerk off to it. Like, I don't understand what this is like. We're really doubling down on this, huh?
Does Tipster not know that the reality star has had people creep on her because of how she looks?
Is not your first reaction looking at that? Like, that looks like a kid? What do you mean? Like,
no.
What?
No,
what? That's not your first reaction? I want to hear
My first reaction is it made me horny. I'm just kidding.
The reason why I brought this up is because this is the same character they brought up in the similar art style in 5 ways that
This is not a similar art style. We're looking at a 3D character here. How is that a similar art style, my dude?
Sure. I know
you want so hard to be right that you're trying to
Tipster,
think something it's not.
What is he speaking?
Holy shit.
Okay.
Bro, I'm just exhausted. What's going?
Wow.
I have no words for this.
So chat, above image right here, that is the one, the left image right here, this is the one that Rum liked. This artist interacts with this user. The user responds saying, the children that Mochi-san draws look so kind and weak, so cute. Let's say that this
what the fuck
is referring to children that this person draws.
My whole point was that we don't have enough information to deduce that this is a child. But if it
That's not really your whole point, man. If it looks like a kid, it's probably a kid most of the time. You know.
came out that yes, these are child characters, then like I would 100% concede.
Bro, it's called common sense. There should
It's so weird.
not be like a King Arthur Knights of the Round Table discussion about this. I don't even have to say anything. Well, I've just been told he went on Keemstar stream after this. Maybe this was just a bad call, and let's hear him out. Hopefully he.
First of all, what I want to get into is you guys are saying that I'm defending Lolly, and I would never defend Lolly. Okay, I don't advocate for Lolly.
I love lollipops, bro. What the hell are you talking about? I'm just kidding. It's too much sugar.
You're defending the girl
who liked it.
Lolly, for liking Lolly. So indirectly, you're defending it, right?
But my interpretation is that it's not Lolly.
Okay, so Tipster, how would you define Lolly in your own personal opinion?
Yucky kids. Am I right?
Sexualized depictions of children. But the thing is, we don't know if this like particular character is a child.
Okay,
That's
so
my
let me-
only argument here.
So let me ask you a question. If I were to draw a picture of a child, right? And then you were to look at me and said,
Tipster, if I drew a picture of you, and then it looked like you, but it wasn't quite you, would you? But it was like you couldn't find your penis, or excuse me, it was a big fat character, right? And it looked strikingly similar to you, and it couldn't find his wiener, and you were like, "Hey, this is kind of messed up that you're parodying me," but I'm like, "Well, technically, it's not you." What would you do about that, bro? Like, how would you react? I don't understand. Like, I don't get it.
well, that's not a child you drew, but I were to say, no, it's not a child. It's actually a 40-year-old woman, right? Where's the connect there? Like, at the end of the day, does it look like a child? Does it resemble a child?
Bro, Lolly shit is always trying to make like kids look like adults, or excuse me, adults look like kids so that they can justify being creepy fucks.
Right? If it looks like a child and it's being sexualized, that is sexualizing a child.
Oh, he looks so bored. Incredible.
Right? In the form of an image. In the form of an image. Like, I don't see how there's some sort of disconnect there.
I think it just comes down to like a agree to disagree.
Oh, there's the
okay.
Classic tippy tunnel vision. Agree to disagree from Tipster, hitting you right there again. Perfectly valid point, completely blunted by fake concession. He does not want to have this conversation right now.
Okay, so you say that you don't.
But why? Like, yeah, he doesn't. But why keep doing it? Why keep going on like these shows and talking about your takes?
Don't like the image, right? So I want to ask you, does looking at that image in any way make you feel uncomfortable?
Do I think it's like a really creepy, weird-looking piece? Sure, but I don't.
If it's really creepy and weird, then why do you think that if it's not Lolly? I don't understand.
Think it's Lolly.
Okay, so then let me ask.
What? Then what makes it creepy and weird if you don't think it's Lolly? I don't understand.
Your question: what are the factors that draw you to say that this is a very creepy, weird-looking piece? Because we also agree this is a very weird, creepy-looking piece, and the reason why we say that is because it looks like a child. You could say it's bad art or it's not a well-drawn piece. But what makes you say that it's creepy and it's unsettling? Right? You're saying the words creepy and unsettling. So what is leading you to come to that conclusion?
Oh, I'll tell you what's leading me to come.
Because again, it's not a piece that I'm fond of. I don't like this particular art piece.
Bro.
Yeah, but you wouldn't call something creepy just because you don't like it. So what makes it creepy?
Oh, he just said, I'm not fond of that piece. What, do we have to get you to jerk off to it and study the post-nut clarity to see if it looks like a child? What an absurd point to make.
Why can't you just admit, though, that the reason why it's creepy and unsettling is because it looks like a child? Like, that's the only bridge that we're failing to connect here. It's creepy and unsettling to you because it looks like a lewd child. That's what—
A lewd child? Ew, those are weird words, brother.
it looks like. You're literally saying that. If it
A lewd child. Ugh.
didn't look like that, then it wouldn't be creepy or unsettling to you at all.
fucking
Like, you're
Jesus
literally
Christ.
admitting to it without admitting to it.
I don't know. I just feel like we're going around in circles here because I've given my position on this, and it just seems like you guys want me to say something that you're expecting.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
I feel the way I feel about it, and it is what it is.
Oh, it's another classic tippy tunnel vision. It's just a fake concession.
Tippy tunnel vision, baby.
We're going in circles. It is what it is. Tipster does not want to answer the question because he can't.
And I think it's like gross how people are always on a pedo hunt to try and label people as pedophiles, and it's like what? Because they like anime and anime art.
Yeah, I think if you like anime, you're probably a pedophile. Let's be real, guys. Okay.
It's hard. I'm sorry, I just agree with you guys, and you for trying to turn this into Tipster likes Lolly and Tipster.
What
endorses
am I
Lolly.
supposed to
Go fuck
think?
yourself.
What am I supposed to think when you're saying that you're gonna die on this hill, Tips? Now he left. He left. He's saying, I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill. Bro.
Damn, it's kind of embarrassing, man. It's just, I mean, I'm not trying to be fucking rude, but it's just embarrassing to be Tipster. It's just, what are you doing? Why? Just shut the fuck up sometimes, man. Like, you know, I don't understand. Like, you have to at this point have learned that there are some battles worth, like, not even worth fighting, even if you agree with yourself. Why? Like, not every battle is worth fucking fighting. I don't get it.
If you care so much that this isn't lolly, if you care that much,
Then jerk off to it.
that you're tweeting out, I'm gonna die on this hill, then something's wrong, and I want to get to the bottom of it.
I want to stress, I plucked around half of the clips from this 8-minute conversation, and the rest of it is just the same stuff I showed you. It's Keemstar and Packard asking Tipster what makes it so weird, and him dodging. It was like pulling teeth to get an answer from Tipster. But it gets worse. You'd think he would stop here, but no. In fact, Tipster started going on Twitter and liking sexualized lolly pictures in some sort of solidarity with his friend. What the?
Is that real? What a weirdo, dude. What do you... Oh my god. Was I fucking muted the entire time? How long was I muted for, bro? How long was I pausing it and you guys couldn't hear fucking a word that I was saying? Sorry, I thought I was muted, brothers. Why did he do this? Was the question I'm going to ask. Why? This is a weird pattern he gets into when he believes something, like with the whole Vosh thing. Is he just goes on a Twitter tirade, like a weird moment. Like, why are you going so crazy? It's so bizarre. That's just such weird behavior. I don't understand.
What the fuck is going on? Oh, just getting this in right now. Apparently he went on Xyle's stream and looked like even more of an idiot.
I have gone on record on Doc's show to say that if it comes out that this artist says that this is a child, I will concede that yes. Okay.
Why does it matter if what they say? Like, isn't this guy all about? Isn't he like in the political space? Doesn't he understand what dog whistling is? Right? Right? Like, oh no, it's not a kid. They're actually a 10,000-year-old dragon demon wizard. You'd consider that a pedophilic dog whistle? Okay, so I don't understand.
Okay, they're identifying as a child.
This is like a serious problem because I know that Tipster is into like politics and shit now, and that's fine. But like you really shouldn't be into politics and trying to defend trans people when you have like pedophilic takes like this. And I don't think that he is a pedophile. I think that he tries to defend his friends so much that he has some really awkward takes. But I mean, you just like you can't be the like. There's already enough like LGBTQ people are groomers shit going on out there. You're just helping those people. You're just helping the people making those arguments. With like this weird shit that you're doing. So like you really can't be. You really can't be fucking doing this. You're not allowed. That's not really helpful. So
there's no question about it. But I am not in any way endorsing like the existence of lolly. No. I don't consume lolly content. I'm not in favor of the existence of lolly content. I'm not even saying that this necessarily isn't lolly. I'm saying we don't know.
I don't know how it could be any clearer. That character could be a 9,000-year-old dragon, but at the end of the day, it looks like a child. It's hard to even be neutral in such like a clear-cut situation. And Tipster's not even the neutral party here. He's making tweets defending Rum, saying she did nothing wrong without the situation even concluding.
But that's another thing.
Which one is worse, the goth mommy that loves saying the N-word, or the goth mommy that likes child drawings? Tough take, guys. I'm going with the racist. I think that they're a better. I don't think racism is as bad as liking kid shit. The hot take, guys.
Is you're saying that she said it's lolly, and even she didn't say that.
Yeah, she did. What are you talking about?
No, she did not say that. She did not say that she thought it was lolly.
She said that looks like a child.
I don't think that's what she said.
And that she liked it by accident. That's what she said on my show.
Wait, so on Keemstar's show, Rum, the person being accused, called in and said it looked like a child. And we've seen tweets about the artwork and how childlike it looks. Tipster, what are you even defending anymore?
Isn't it like once this part happened, he changed his mind and he was like, oh, no, I'm kidding. Oh, no. Like, he was like, oh, never mind. It was a big mistake or something.
Wait a minute. It's Repzilla in this chat. Everyone's asking Repzilla to join.
Diesel, look at this tweet that's connected to that picture in question.
This looks like a fucking child. What the hell is that, man? What the hell?
What does it say? It's blurry for me.
Yeah, it's blurry. You gotta...
Yeah, I can't see anything either.
Oh, it's a boy.
So, wait.
Oh, it's not a girl, it's a boy, dude.
This entire time, Tipster's interpretation of this lolicon artwork has been based on the tits. He literally says, why is it a child? Because it had small tits. Guess grown-ass women never had small tits before. It's not even a girl! It's a boy!
I remember that, but it was like dressed like a girl or some weird shit like that.
This is unbelievable. Now, with the revelation that this artwork was actually of a boy, you'd think Tipster would stop there. And in fairness, he did post a tweet, which looked like it was finishing this whole situation off. But Tipster just couldn't let it go. He needed to dig his hole deeper. And so, on February 23rd, 2023, he uploaded his career death wish, otherwise known as the video, My Response to the Drama.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I was in this video.
My position?
Oh, yeah, dude. I remember this video. Now that it's coming up, I want to talk about it a little bit. I just want to like let's see. I think
that
I watched this offline because, and I swear to God, he talked about me here. Like,
has literally shat on people in the past for getting shit wrong.
Oh yeah.
Got wrong in this whole ordeal were so fucked that I'm sure that I'm probably missing some. It was unbelievable. This community has literally shat on people in the past for getting shit wrong. Papa Gut is a good example. He was banished to the fucking Phantom Zone for getting shit wrong, and now he's lucky if he gets 70 live viewers on a good day.
I find this so funny because I have now and probably have always done better than Tipster money wise and career wise, even at my lowest. My worst year last year was my lowest, and I still made a solid middle class salary, I will say. But I found this so weird because I wasn't banished by anybody. I think a bubble burst for a lot of people, and a lot of people kind of stopped interacting. But I just decided I wasn't going to interact with people for a while after that. Like, yeah, I had like my bubble had burst. I was not acting the best that I should have, but like. Like banished to the shadow realm, put so much energy into this. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like, oh, you only get 70. I think it was because that day I was playing God of War too. It's like I've never done live stream view. I don't care about live stream viewers. I'll come on and I'll stream to 150 to 300 people, and then I'll post my videos, and they'll get about 10,000 views after a day or two. I do very well. Who cares? You know, this is one of the things where people are so obsessed with money, or excuse me, not money, numbers. Like, you only got 70 viewers? Okay. I literally at that point had like restarted my channel to like my second channel too. But it's so weird. And I actually, because I remember I wasn't responding to like anything at this point because I was like taking a step back and I was reevaluating and I was restructuring. So I wasn't really talking about anything. But I remember even watching, I think Augie talk about this. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? He just stopped talking to people. Like, he put so much energy into it. And I remember this was a video where he was like, for like the 15th time, he's like, I'm not interacting with the commentary community. Like, all I did was stop interacting with people. I didn't announce it. I wasn't making a performance about it. But like, sorry, I'm really coughing. This just like irked me. This like pissed me off. Especially since Tipster was one of the most toxic people when I was going through my low period. This guy was posting memes on Twitter about how, people who mess with me like end up falling off so hard, and he like a picture of me and some weirdo, I think his name was Craig Beckett, that like tried to fuck a 17-year-old girl. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, this is crazy. Like, when I decided to stop interacting with certain people, you know, he was like the one in the stream that was like bothering me about it. He showed up, you know, and I'm not going to get into the specifics, but when I decided I wasn't going to really chat with Keemstar anymore, who showed up to that stream? Keemstar, obviously, to be like, hey, what's going on? But then so did Tipster. He was like he's a little hound dog with his nose up his ass. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Everybody else is so toxic. You are arguably one of the most toxic people. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Like, I don't know if this guy doesn't realize, like, he is an extraordinary piece of the toxicity, and it irks the shit out of me. So, like, you know, here we are. How long ago is a year later? Like, where are you and where am I? I don't know. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on here. I feel like I'm probably doing a little better. But I'm trying to like keep my shit together and not you fucking nosedive head first into every little bit of controversy that all of my friends are engaging in. Like, the fuck are you talking about? At least with like other commentary people, like you got like, I don't even dislike anybody really. But like, who's he referring to? Like, you know where you stand with like, I guess like Nicholas Diorio. Again, I don't dislike these people, like Augie, Bo Black's lyrics. I don't know. Well, Tipster, it just feels like you don't really know where you stand. He'll like do something nice for you, and then he'll just like be, I don't know, and then like the next second he's like fucking, you know, absolute opposite. It's just weird, man. I don't know. You know, you're 30 something years old, bro. These are kids I'm talking about. I mean, they're older than I think like they're a little older than kids, but these are young people in a commentary community versus you. You know, we're my age, brother. You gotta hold yourself to a higher standard. I don't know, man. I don't know. So I found this to be so fucking weird, bro. I didn't talk about it because like I wasn't trying to do a whole thing, but this just bothered the fuck out of me. I was like, what the fuck's the matter with you, bro? So it's weird as hell.
was literally just this. Is this image lolly? And if so, why?
Oh boy, we're in for a doozy. Tipster decided to make a 12-minute response video.
Is this a baby I'm jerking off to, or an adult? Why?
To the whole drama, paired with the amazing Donkey Kong Country gameplay and music, as he talks about the situation, which should have been settled ages ago.
But this is why I was asking the questions I was asking. We knew all about the character that was depicted in this image, and yet judgment calls were being made about it, and I was just looking for a bit of clarification, just to be sure.
That's not even true.
But Tipster, it's lolly. It's not like a false allegation. It doesn't need this intricate analysis. Rum likes a picture that clearly looks like a child. If it was a 45-year-old, that would change.
If he had just made a comment on Twitter saying that I disagree with that, I don't think it's a kid, and then moved on. Like, again, nobody would have cared, but he like doubled down on it, and went like fucking ass butt wild on it.
Change barely anything. I'm not even going to say that Rum purposely liked the tweet or was into lolly. She has said it was an accident, but Tipster's mental gymnastics to justify all this is just so insane.
Which, by the way, that's another thing. Everyone keeps saying I dived into the situation head first without knowing anything about the situation, and that I hadn't even spoken to her. Dog, I was literally in call with her when I made my initial tweet. This community is so desperate to expose the next big creep or pedophile that the molehill, y'all made a mountain out of a grain of sand.
No, Tipster, you are the only person here who made a mountain out of something. No one mentioned you until you came in. Rum looks worse because you got involved and made it into community-wide drama. Shut up.
I am all for criticizing.
I understand that things can be toxic in we keep saying the commentary community. In any community where with commentary as the focus, things can get disproportionate and sensationalized. Absolutely. I always say there's no such thing as proportionate criticism on the internet. Like, even when you deserve to be criticized, it's always disproportionate, right? That's just the name of the game. And so there's sometimes people are like looking for a story. Like that whole Illy situation with her and Think Before You Speak, like they were going really hard in on her video, which I thought was like stupid, right? Very clearly her video was a girl who used to be overweight when she was a kid, who was engaging with, it was just a personal story about how she was engaging with like unhealthy it was like not unhealthy, or she was engaging with like a toxic diet culture, and I can identify with that because I remember having the same thing. I was a little bit heavy as a kid, but I was healthy. But then I would get so upset about my health or my weight because you see things like The Biggest Loser, people losing 10 pounds a week, and that's your education. I would just like drink Diet Cokes while I would go to school, and then I would come home and I would binge eat because I wasn't eating enough at school, you know. I was just drinking in the Diet Coke, right? So I got what her story was coming from. People went in on her. They were even like, oh, she's trying to deplatform Think Before You Speak, because on her Twitter post with like 1,000 or a Tumblr post with like 1,000 views, she's like, yeah, you guys should report this video for bullying. And people they were being disproportionate. There's still criticism to be had there, of course, but I'm just saying, like, I understand the general sentiment, but this one I don't think was it. Like, that was a weird picture of a kid, and you went off the fucking deep end defending it, and I don't understand why. Like, I wonder if he blames himself at all for any of the mistakes he has, because, like, I'll blame myself for mistakes that I get, and then like it could take a while sometimes, but that's why like I argue I'm moving forward better. Because I'm like, okay, I fucked up here. I don't have to be explicit about it and explain to you guys all the specifics that I get wrong. But it's like, okay, I fucked up here. Let me get a little better. Let me operate a little better here. Let me do this a little better. Let me change a little bit here. Like a normal person. I wonder if he does that, you know?
People, and even using our platforms to expose legitimately bad people who use and abuse their platforms to prey on and exploit people, especially children. But when we start putting the actions of innocent people under a microscope to find the next villain of the week, something has gone horribly wrong. It's gross, and I, for one, refuse to be a part of that.
Jay, for one.
I refuse to be a part of a community that fosters that kind of behavior. For
so much energy into this.
Sake. We used to be the...
Why are you trying to be part of communities online? That's another question I have. Like, I don't get that. I have some friends online. Not really a lot of commentary friends, because it can be a little difficult. But I have friends online. But, like, fucking... Why do you need to be part of a commentary community? Oh, that was really dumb of me. Yeah, Mama God does give me really good feedback. That helps a lot. But it's just like, why? Why do you need online friends, man? Like, have some real-life friends and family.
The community that would dig deep into a topic to clear the names of innocent people and have even vindicated people with evidence who were previously condemned due to outright lies in the past. Yet somehow, we got from there to here.
Okay, so this is the point for me when Tipster went off the deep end. I'm sorry, but let's compare the situations. Rum, your friend, got caught accidentally liking a picture of Lolly, and you defended her for hours on end. Then we have Slazo, falsely accused of...
I have no idea who's that guy.
Sorry, these are not comparable. Tipster, you're insane. So, just to recap, Tipster's friend accidentally liked a sexual picture of Lolly. Tipster went on multiple streams arguing that the character that clearly looks like a child wasn't a child. He argued to...
Actually, I was just arguing that they might not be a child.
Incredible.
Look into the age of this character and like sexualized Lolly on Twitter in some sort of solidarity with his friend. One of his biggest arguments was comparing the character's breast size, which was then rendered completely null and void when it was found out that the character was not a girl, but a boy. And then Tipster couldn't let it
That makes it worse, guys, okay? Ew. I'm just kidding. And homophobic.
go and made a video comparing the entire situation to false allegations. I was watching this and I was so confused on how Tipster's brain worked to the point where this was an actual point he was making.
It's crazy how Tipster is getting like fewer and fewer like views, but talking about Tipster garners decent attention for a creator of a video. It's actually fucked. It's unfortunate, man.
Amazing how Tipster managed to get into a situation which just shows off all of his worst flaws, as well as tying him to one of the weirdest topics you could ever defend. It's a situation that has an obvious resolution and could have been easily solved if Tipster stayed out of it, but he just couldn't help himself. He was literally going from show to show to defend the showter. This was the
oh yeah, funny
indicator to jump ship. However, his closest friends in the community had similar criticism for him, but at the end of the day, they still wanted him around.
Is this a witch hunt for us? No.
No, and honestly, just to be clear, none of us are saying Tipster's got to go anywhere or anything like that. Yeah. Just making fun of him.
You gotta go, dude.
Tipster in the community.
Look, I am making fun of him.
But Tipster had enough.
With the exception of a few people in this community that I consider friends, I think the rest of you all are a bunch of fucking parasites.
This is just so weird. Like, bro, even if that was true, why are you making such a meaningful point about it? Just stop talking to these people if you think they're so toxic. Like, it's an attention grab. When you do stuff like that, it's always an attention grab. I'm leaving this community. I'm not going to interact with such and such. I'm not going to... It's always an attention grab. You can justify the attention grab if you'd like to and be like, no, it's a justifiable one. Okay, fine. I disagree. But like, why are you looking for that? Like, making like these weird, meaningful... These guys are so bad. I'm not talking to you anymore. You know, writing on a fucking postcard, like announcing it to the world. Like, just don't talk to them anymore. Then, like, that's the more mature adult thing to do.
And I want nothing to do with that. And yes, I will die on that hill.
After the controversies involving AP and him defending his friend for Lolly, Tipster started moving away from the commentary community and cozying up to other online spaces, in particular, Keffals. For those unaware, Keffals is a somewhat known online trans activist who I guess got her fame from ratioing people on Twitter. She's also well known for a campaign against the online forum.
Sorry, I got a call from Box Lunch. My Box Lunch cash activates starting in 2 days. $20 off of $40 purchase. It's pretty pissed.
Kiwi Farms, using a Twitter following and spearheading the hashtag Drop Kiwi Farms movement. Keffals has gone on campaigns to deplatform multiple creators. She's falsely accused Chud Logic of being a pedophile.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's interesting.
Falsely accused Destiny of being a rapist. She
that might be true. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around.
Raised $100,000 for a lawsuit and no one knows what happened with the money. She's under fire for allegations related to a server Catboy
I don't know. I think that she just made it snow, baby.
Ranch, and she's promoted the shipping of black market.
I'm still waiting for the fucking Catboy Ranch bit video. I'm still waiting for it, Mudahar. You know what I mean? I'm still waiting for that, buddy.
Hormones for kids to go behind their parents' back and transition.
Ew. Tipster, is this Lolly? Tipster, is this Lolly, bro? What would you say there? Okay. Third time's a charm. Maybe you'll get it this time.
More relevant to Tipster, Keffals also wanted to deplatform him, along with his commentary friends back in 2022, and some of her associates actually made partial...
Wasn't she, like, hitting on Bullblacks? I'm pretty sure, like, she was flirting with Bullblacks, and then Bullblacks made, like, a joking comment back to her, and then all of a sudden he was sexually harassing her, and Tipster was giving her shit for that. I remember that. I don't remember the specifics. I remember covering that a while ago. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? That's so weird as hell.
Progress in this. But now, in big 2023, Tipster was interacting and liking all of her tweets and acting like they were best buds. Now, Tipster's friends in the commentary community saw this interaction, and they were kind of weirded out because they've all been critical of her in the past. But at the end of the day, they let Tipster...
Didn't they all become friends for a little while?
...do whatever he wanted to do peacefully. And if he left peacefully, maybe this video wouldn't have been made, or Tipster wouldn't have become a lolcow. But instead, he started blocking people in the commentary community over a meme about how the LGBT community had forgiven him.
Okay, what?
Then Tipster started going on his streams and saying how good Keffals' community had treated him, allegedly accusing the commentary community of inflicting serious harm on his mental health. So...
So gay.
If Tipster...
So much energy into this. They were treating me so poorly. Like, what is wrong with you, man?
Really did say that the commentary community...
They banished Paprika to the Shadow Realm.
Incredible.
...seriously impacted his life. That's astonishing.
I wonder if, like, that is how, like, gay people feel that don't want Tipster to represent them. Like, how I felt when he... weirdly said that I got banished by the commentary community. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't talk about me. You know what I mean? What the hell are you talking about?
Because we've gone through all of Tipster's controversies in this video, bar a couple of small Discord dramas that no one cares about, and could all this really drive someone's mental health off the roof? I mean, he got bodied by some YouTubers in 2021, had his...
I mean, it could, I guess. I guess.
Leaked in 2022 and got criticized by a bunch of small commentators and fans. Did that really fuck up Tipster? Further suspicions were raised after a conversation between Augie RFC and Tipster, where Tipster—
Augie, where is that stupid ass motherfucker? Why'd he stop making content? What a dickhead, you know what I mean? What a shame, because he actually he probably could have been doing decent right now.
essentially blames Augie's audience and the commentary orbiters who criticized him for driving him away from the commentary community. But again, most of these situations were ones that Tipster could have easily stayed out of, and in some cases he directly caused them. There's some stuff in this conversation that we could dig deep into, but look at the video time, we're running over already. The important thing here is that the result of this conversation was—
What the hell, man? I wanted you to go into the fucking into the depths of my soul on that one.
people in the community starting to seriously side-eye Tipster, and this was the foundation for what would be Tipster's turning point. Personally, if his drama in the commentary
I like to call it Tipster's tummy point, you know?
community impacted his mental health, I don't really have any sympathy because of how he treated Colton, but that is just my opinion. Now, as I said, many people looked upon Tipster with suspicion, but one person who really wasn't was Boblax, who had been friends with Tipster for years. I haven't really mentioned him and Tipster too much in this video.
I said autism, man. Making you trust the wrong people. I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
But these two were pretty close friends. At one point, Tipster even called Boblax his brother. These two were
Whoa, his brother?
homies. So things started getting—
What is he, black?
heated when in early June, Boblax accidentally leaked one of his alt accounts on Twitter called Throbbing Horsecock.
I remember that. That's the thing what I was referring to. Yeah, that shit was fucking, it was interesting. He was gooning a little too close to the sun. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
This was a shitpost account where the Boblax would tweet once every year, but when he tweeted, it was wild. From
I could have sworn that was Vosh.
wanting to pro Jared and Paracynical to dropping the dreaded N-bomb a couple of times.
Yeah, bad boy.
This was a pretty wild account. But what stood out for others was one of the jokes that Boblax made in 2019.
Thank you so much for the 14-month small gut from Dima Toriyasu. I know what you did last summer, brother. I didn't do anything. You know what I did last summer? I had to mow my fucking lawn. It was just a pain in the ass.
Where he said, trans women are real women, but I still fish out of them. Now,
Okay, based.
if you're at least a little familiar with Boblax's content or his positions, you're somewhat aware that he's one of the most progressive people in his community.
He is. That is actually probably very true.
Throughout his career, he's advocated for trans people and has talked about it multiple times. This is clearly just an old joke, but to Keffels, someone who Boblax had previously talked to about trans issues, this was proof that he and his friends were all transphobes.
Based.
This frustrated Boblax, who decided to post DMs between himself and Tipster, as Keffels had called him transphobic the month prior, but Tipster had excused it as just trolling. But now Keffels was talking about him being a transphobe because of an old 2019 tweet on a parody Twitter he rarely used. You can see how this kinda invalidates the excuse of it just being trolling months earlier. It's as if Keffels just wanted any reason to go at Boblax. Now, despite being mentioned, Tipster doesn't really have to get involved here. Again, just like with DJ Screwdriver and AP, you can just ignore what people are saying about you and keep your feelings private. But Tipster obviously hasn't learned how to do that yet, so he had to hop in and argue with Boblax.
You're mad, and I'm a bit mad too. So who's gonna...
I think I actually like legitimately reacted to this entire stream. It was when I was playing Diablo. I forgot what it was called.
explain the madness first?
I just don't understand why.
What video is this?
You're leaking my DMs when you're in an argument with Keffels. If you like have a problem with Keffels, that's cool, dude. But like, that's between you two. What's the problem? Like, why are you leaking my shit?
Everybody's always leaking Tipster's DMs, man. That's fucking crazy. This guy can't catch a break, huh?
Cause you said that Keffels has changed, and you said that Keffels was just trolling and doesn't actually think I'm like transphobic or whatever.
Yeah, on that
and then
specific
she jumps
day, I didn't. On that
she
specific
jumps
day.
on the opportunity to get a 4-year-old tweet on
So
a parody account
so
where
what does that
nothing I
have to
say
do
is
with
serious.
me, bro? What the f does that have to do with me? Why are you leaking my shit?
Hey, how come you're not defending your friend Bullbox here, Tipster? What's going on with that?
In regards to a conversation on a completely different day?
Because it relates to the situation.
No, it doesn't. This is a completely different
does.
conversation on a completely different disagreement you guys had.
Wait, it's about Keffels thinking I'm transphobic.
Well, yeah, because she sees like the recent tweets that you've made, the other stuff that came out, and she's like changed her mind. Like, okay, maybe I think he is transphobic.
Again, a clip that perfectly summarizes this entire debate. Tipster asks why Boblax posted the DMs. Boblax answers by saying because it relates to the current situation. She's totally fine with joking around here, but when she sees a 4-year-old tweet, she calls Boblax transphobic. And then Tipster, unable to go on from there and accept the L, he just moves on to a different question, and then loops back around as if Boblax never even answered this question.
I said I can understand that you're saying it's a joke, but like you can understand why she would be upset about it, right?
No, I can't, because we've had in-depth...
No, because she makes jokes all the time. Like, she fucking makes like, incredibly edgy jokes, too, so she really is not allowed to be upset by jokes.
Conversations about trans allyism in DMs and stuff like that, and she's just fucking going out of her way to attack me for no reason. She wants
So why
me
don't
to
you
be
have a
transphobic.
conversation with her about it? Why do you got to drag me into this?
Because you dragged yourself into this when you went into my DMs and said that Keffels is just trolling and doesn't
Because she
think
was
I'm
just trolling you
transphobic.
that day.
You see the slimy little way to get out of it? Tippy tunnel vision at its best.
You're trying to conflate a completely different conversation that happened back in May with something that's happening now. That was
Because they're
completely
directly related.
They're not, though. It's two completely different conversations.
About me being
Like
transphobic?
she literally told me that day that she was trolling you. That's why I told you she was trolling.
Damn, I can't believe Tipster's abandoning his only male friend here.
Okay, and
Now
you know
she's
what else
upset.
it relates to? I'm trolling
Have we ever seen Tipster do a money spread? Good question.
her on my parody account, and now she thinks that's legit, even though, but she's allowed to troll that I'm transphobic. Like, what? Like, why can she troll, but I can't?
I'm just
I can't believe this is like a whole ass conversation. Is my fucking thing.
frustrated because like I'm getting dragged into this and
See, that's another little tippy tunnel vision. He just slides with the question. It's amazing.
I mean, I just didn't think you would mind about me leaking something you would say publicly
maybe
anyway.
you should have asked me first.
Yesterday.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna like release this call or I'm not gonna do some video. I don't do commentary anymore. I don't give a about this anymore.
You're transphobic.
Boblax, like, I'm sorry, I don't know if this is your autism, but that was a
Was he talking to the bird guy, John Swan?
completely different day.
During the debate, Boblax makes a perfectly valid complaint about how a trans person with a large following calling him a transphobe could affect him, and Tipster shows no empathy. He's truly in. He's locked in on tippy tunnel vision.
If you have a problem with it, talk to her about it.
Why didn't she talk to me about it instead of going on her Twitter and blasting me as a transphobe to 100,000 people?
I don't know, dude.
Tipster's dying on the hill to defend Keffel's trolling, but will nail Boblax to the cross for doing the same. He's the guy who's crying about Boblax bringing.
Well, it doesn't seem like he's nailing him to the cross. It just seems like he's upset because he doesn't want more shit leaked, which I guess I kind of get because Tipster constantly has stuff of his leaked. So he's probably just like fundamentally sensitive about that. But yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah.
Up DMs from the previous month, yet sits.
But I mean, obviously, Keffel's just fucking like she trolls all the time. So like, I don't think that she really thinks that he's transphobic. She's just going to be a victim.
Idly by whilst Keffel's calls Boblax a transphobe for something he said 4 years ago. I mean, the bias is shining through like the beams from heaven after racism gets installed on Discord. Boblax and Keffel's later have a debate, but I do not want to give anyone the torture of listening to Keffel's talk with the speed she's talking at.
You got to increase her speed, brother.
So yeah. But isn't it crazy that this is just like the stuff with Tommy C repeating again? Someone who Tipster previously disliked treated him nicely, and he completely burned the bridge with his former friends, taking the opportunity that came to stick the knife in Boblax.
Ew, come.
Following this debate of sorts, OGRFC would do a stream reaction to the situation, eventually debating Keffels and later Tipster, and it's just L after L.
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful tonight.
What the fuck is up with that laugh? It's no way that's real.
What I'm trying to understand is why are you guys so pissed about this when Boblax isn't even pissed about this? The
It
whole
doesn't
point
matter.
of me
I'm
bringing
allowed to commentate over whatever the fuck I want.
No, you can commentate on whatever you want, but I'm telling you, like, it seems like you're moral about something that Boblax isn't even upset
Whoa,
about.
Tipster, you can't be using that language like that. What the fuck is that about?
Why are you upset over something that Boblax isn't upset about? Boblax and I had a conversation this morning, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, you know, I don't really see a problem like what you did or whatever." Like,
yeah, I mean, it's commentary, man. No, who gives a shit?
you know, you were trying to mediate.
That's
between us.
irrelevant
Like,
to me.
that's the whole point of this. We were mediating a conversation. So you guys are making a big deal, making it seem like I backstabbed Boblax or something, when the whole purpose of that conversation was just to mediate a conversation between him and Keffels.
That's irrelevant to me. It doesn't matter what Boblax thinks. I'm allowed to
So you
commentate
don't
over
actually have
whatever
an
the fuck I
argument.
want.
You don't actually have an argument then.
No, my argument is I'm
His arguments that his friend he feels his friend is getting wronged and he wants to talk about it as a commentary content creator. Doesn't seem like the biggest difficult thing to understand.
allowed to commentate over whatever the fuck I want. If
No,
if this
you can
call takes
commentate
place,
on whatever you want. I just don't understand why like this is such a big deal when the person who's
are
supposed
you
to be
really
the victim in
sitting
this
there as a
case doesn't-
commentator YouTuber going, "What's the big deal, man?" What are you saying, dude? Like that's nothing.
I also like how you like told your
pivot.
audience
Okay,
about like
cool.
the
So you
Colton
lost that point, so just
situation.
pivot to something else. But okay, let's hear it.
No, no, no.
I won the
yeah,
blood
their
sports.
tactic is just to scream over each other. That's how
Tipster,
they win.
you
That's the
lost
only way
too.
this
You
works.
got completely exposed as a pussy.
Dude, you were like loudster.
Getting exposed as a pussy just felt hilarious to me. Just like, okay.
I don't stream. You talked over everybody.
I don't give a
Tipster
fuck
had
what
you
you guys
smirking
think
and
about me.
squealing like a pig until you couldn't
I
answer shit.
genuinely don't give a fuck what you guys think about me.
Oh,
So
you
what
don't
do
give a
think?
fuck. That's why you're here. That's why you called in. You
I don't give a shit.
Whoa! Oh my god.
called in. Oh,
So-
why are you so quiet, man? What's going on?
If there's a little bit of dead air, I was just wondering.
What's
so
up?
what is the secret exactly to being at like a healthy relationship with shot streams?
Oh, go
like
fuck
how,
yourself, Nick.
can you just tell me
Literally
how
go
the
fuck
average
What does that even mean?
alcoholic can get back to being?
Sounds like we're out of the loop on that one, and we're also gonna lose. Is this like an intermission for cum or some kind of ad roll? Oh, it's like a thank you to my Patreon and some other people. All right.
With Tipster now taking his place in his new leftist community, it's fair to say that since then his content has taken a nosedive. It's great that he's gone from the toxic drama community to covering topics like kids dying or trans women lactating.
It sounds like a really important topic of conversation. Trans women lactating. I feel like any discussion about trans women lactating is not helpful to trans people. Like, how would that be helpful? I just feel like that's just not an issue that trans people are trying to advocate for. Their ability to lactate. I don't understand.
So it seems the big left versus right argument for the next few months is going to...
Oh, Tipster said he was an alcoholic previously, but he does shot streams. Wow, probably irresponsible, brother.
...be about titty milk. Yes, you read that right. Titty milk, lol.
It's usually a good day for him if he gets above 300 viewers on a stream or 3,000 people watch any of his videos. And I don't blame them. This guy's content is so It's a mental echo chamber of the same 5 soundboard effects.
Yeah, you about my soundboard. I love my soundboard. My soundboard's great.
Tipster.
I fucking hate Tipster soundboard. It's probably the worst soundboard I've ever seen on the internet. And I've only seen Ethan's and it fresh and fits, and it's still the worst, you know?
Nobody in your audience likes your soundboard.
And before he banned and blocked literally everyone he used to know, you could regularly catch Tipster ranting about some account with 10 followers who decide to fuck with him in DMs or his chat.
Domino-son, your viewership is dropping, my friend. Aren't you the dip who put out the tweet that was like, yo, dog, look at this 100,000 subscriber YouTuber who only has 42 viewers at the start of the stream?
Wow.
The stream had literally started, hadn't even been live for like 2 minutes, and you put out that tweet. Can you talk about how dishonest you are? Like, holy shit. And even if my viewership did drop that much, I don't give a
Well, you're talking about it a lot, so it sounds like you do care.
Why do you care? It seems like you're the one that cares more than I do. Dumbass.
Ooh,
holy shit. Hiding. Okay.
I forgot about that fucking 70 view thing. I'm like, I forgot about that. I forgot about that situation until we just saw it on here, like that stream. So I'm fucking irritated about that now.
We have Domino coming back on an alt account. Hiding my friend Domino from chat will not save your viewership. I don't care. I'm just over here interacting with my chat and watching be a on the internet. How sad is your life that you're obsessed with my numbers?
Damn. Same question to you, brother.
Like, if I don't give a why the do you? Do yourself a favor. Get off of the computer, go outside, touch some grass, and I would tell you to touch some ass, but clearly you're such a loser that, like, there's no way anyone would ever touch your dick.
I mean, analytically for Tipster, there's not much hope either. Like, he's regularly given the most brain-dead takes from a biased perspective. Like, his take that the Israel-Palestine conflict has had a positive effect because it's taking the political pressure off trans people.
I think he was, in his defense, I think he was making a joke there. I don't think it's that serious, that one specifically.
Obviously, like, what's going on in
with the... I think, though, that like, you know, Tipster just never has a unique opinion, like, or nobody has a purely unique opinion, but like, I remember when he used to fucking come, like, you know, come onto my streams, watch my stuff, announce himself, and then I'd get off the stream, and then he would go on the stream and he would just regurgitate my take. Like, I don't think that's unique to me either. I think he does that with Keffels now, or he does that with like whoever his fucking whoever his owner is. You know, I think he's just like a backpack, and like whoever's his friend is like just stuffing him, like, I don't know, stuffing his fucking backpack full of information. You know, it's just it's stupid. I don't know.
Israel-Palestine conflict right now. You know, it's a serious issue, so I'm not trying to make light of it or whatever. But one positive thing
I am. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Thing that's come out of it is right-wingers have been busy talking about that and aren't really shooting on trans people anymore. So that's a plus, right?
Kids
based, dude, based alert.
Dancing with rainbows is big scary. To be fair, I don't think that's the point being made here. The point is probably that they don't realize why they're doing what they're doing. Parental influence and indoctrination seems to be what they're getting at here. I know what they're getting.
What the hell are you talking about?
Anymore. So that's a plus, right?
Kids dancing with rainbows is big scary.
Oh, okay, kids dancing with rainbows is big scary. Okay.
To be fair, I don't think that's the point being made here. The point is probably that they don't realize why they're doing what they're doing. Parental influence and indoctrination seems to be what they're getting at here.
Well, no, they're not. It's a legitimate, like, crybaby dog whistle about like gay people existing around kids. That's pretty much all it is, and generally speaking. Although I don't know what they're specifically referring to, but like most of it is just like pro culture. Like, I don't think that like drag queens should be reading to kids in a fucking school because it's just not productive. Gay people aren't aren't fucking represented by every drag person. You could have better representation of drag people, but for the most part, it's like a big pro clutch, and people are like complaining about dumb shit all the time. But Twitter conversations are not productive, so why fucking bother having them?
I know what they're getting at. My point is, I don't care. But it's not just his former stance on Keffels. Tipster has turned heel and ran away from most of the positions he used to advocate for. Back in 2021, when Keemstar and his wife separated, and Keem began dating a 20-year-old, Tipster was all for it.
Based alert. I'll do this.
How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'll boost you up a little bit, but you're good. What's up?
That my girlfriend is hotter than yours.
She's a pretty good-looking girl. You did really well for yourself, Keith.
They just all became irrelevant. I'm sorry that my career lasted so long that the only people left to like associate with and communicate with are in their 20s. But based on that, you know, what do? I go on TikTok, I go on Twitter, I go on Instagram, I play Fortnite. I have more in common with a 20-year-old, right, than I do with a 40-year-old, than I do with a 30-year-old.
That's bizarre, but okay.
Than I do with, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
what are we? I ain't
Yeah.
taking no L's.
Yeah. Well, it's like I told you before. It's like everybody's just mad because you're living your best life. So, dude. Cool, dude. Well, congratulations. You look like you're like super happy.
And you said one comment?
Nope. Yeah, I'm super happy. Now I gotta
What the fuck was the bird chirping?
go, Tipster. Me and my girl, we gotta play some Roblox.
All right, take it easy, man. All right. Shout out to Keem. Thanks for coming on, man.
But 2023 comes around, and suddenly Keemstar's no longer the cool one as Keffels, so now you have to accuse him of being a pedophile. Here's another one.
Ooh, I like defending Lolcow and then calling other people pedophiles. It's my favorite thing in the world to do.
Lyrics. Back in 2022, Lyrics was being made fun of because of some very weird lolly pictures that he liked on Twitter. Now, at the time,
Damn, isn't he a kid himself? Isn't he like 14? I don't know.
Tipster defended Lyrics, and he brought this up in his big response video as a point.
And second, that's a retarded fucking argument.
Whoa, dude, don't be saying that, bro.
Because I literally gave the same defense to
That was one of the things that was like annoying though, because I remember I had that R-slur conversation, and I don't remember if I mentioned it in the other one, but and then like Tipster's like, oh yeah, people shouldn't be using this word, and then all of a sudden he's like fucking jerking off to Keffels, and he's like, oh, it's just a word now, guys. You know, you just can't hold a fucking stance. You're 30-something years old. I mean, Jesus Christ, be consistent.
Lyrics last year. Someone who not only doesn't have tits, but also made multiple videos on me.
Ooh.
Someone who arguably didn't deserve my defense, and yet I did it anyway. And his case was even
Well, it's not really about deserving someone's defense. Like, what are you gonna lie about the? You gonna lie because you like somebody? I don't get it.
more ridiculous. Several of the images he was called out for weren't even remotely inappropriate. Like, fully clothed, non-sexualized characters. It was insane.
Bro, it was insane. But uh-oh, here comes 2023. Lyrics is making fun of Tipster, faking DMs with memes. So what does Tipster say? Faking DMs for relevancy? Damn dog, you really fell off. Just don't share lolly on stream again, and maybe everyone in the commentary community won't shit on you again, to the point that you cry and run away again.
Got him. Ooh.
You literally defended him before. You were one of the only people who defended him. You are the last person who should be making fun of anyone for crying and running away from the commentary community. Tipster has even gone to the point where he has turned on his own religion for his internet community. Tipster
What does that mean?
was repping the Catholicism. He regularly wore the cross on stream, and merch of him includes the same cross to this day. But whoa, now we're in a different community. Hold up. I want to believe this is real. If conservatives can believe in Jesus, then you can believe this is real.
I'm not understanding the point being made here.
Tipster, your profile picture literally has the fucking cross on it. I'm sorry, but appealing to Sky Daddy doesn't do it for me. Move along. You'd think after the situation with Rum that Tipster would learn his lesson and probably never get involved with lolly or anything related to pedophilia.
True. You'd think.
But it seems that he's only continued to get worse since his move to his new community. I mean, the amount of people related to like pedophilia that he's defended is astounding. Back in late November of 2022, one of Tipster's friends under the Twitter handle @Amisto made a tweet calling out the artist Sophie LaBelle. Sophie is a trans-Canadian cartoonist who was called out after drawing a piece of diaper fur kink art.
What? Wait, what? That's fucking... What the fuck are you talking about?
What makes this even more horrendous is that Sophie used a real child's picture.
Yeah, this is weird. She used a real fucking kid's picture. What the hell? What the fuck is this? Is this the reference that she used, or is this just a random picture somebody put up to this?
As a reference image for kink art, and then Tipster gets
Oh
involved here without any mention, and according to his Twitter user, he tried to argue that this wasn't sexual. Amisto hit back by saying
I don't know, man.
that it was sexual, this was diaper fur art, look it up. And even then, that didn't convince Tipster. It was only after he realized his statements could be quote-unquote twisted that he took down his tweets and moved on. It was only until March 2nd, 2023, when Amisto pointed out that Sophie LaBelle had worked with kids and promoted her comic to kids, making this art look even worse. Tipster reached out and then gave an update saying he
I don't know anything about what's going on right now. It's just weird.
no longer stands by his argument, only after he saw a post of her admitting that her drawing was a kink.
Ew, what the fuck? That's so weird. Okay. Well, I didn't know there was another one. What's up with it? What the fuck?
Whilst Tipster's tweets of defending Sophie are no longer archived, their DM conversation on March 2nd where he refers to it is still available. But it doesn't stop here. In mid-2023, Chris Tyson of Mr. Beast fame started talking publicly about the transition, which caused a lot of controversy. But among it all was Chris's past obsession with Lolicon, and in particular, the drawings of Shadman, a Twitter...
Did Chris have an obsession with that, or was it more of just like a weird meme and a joke that was like more acceptable back then because the internet was more degenerate back then? I'm not sure that they had an obsession.
artist known for his sexualized drawings, often of children.
The Shadman thing is weird as hell, but do they have an obsession?
And is the same guy who drew the 11-year-old LT Corbis and Keemstar's 7-year-old daughter in overtly sexualized ways. This is also the same guy who drew Daphne Keem from the Logan films, whose actor was 12 at the time, being abused. Shadman is like the final boss of lolicons, so when people found old tweets of Chris wanting to crank it to lolly, and them having a physical copy of Shadman's sexualized art pieces of a character So when people found old tweets of Chris wanting to crank it to Lolly,
I'm pretty sure this was a. I'm pretty sure I've seen the context of that, and that context was like them not being serious in any capacity. In fact, they were mocking somebody else for liking Lolicon. So I'm pretty sure you're wrong about that part at least.
and them having a physical copy of Shadman's sexualized art
That one is gross and indefensible, but I mean, you know, okay.
pieces of a character that clearly looks like a child, questions were raised. Sure,
But do you know how old they actually are?
but people liked Shadman back in 2016, but no one bought his art and made it a, quote, centerpiece of their living room. So how does Tipster react?
Okay, so as you know, there's been a lot of people on the internet making a big deal about the fact that Chris Tyson from the Mr. Beast crew came out as gender non-conforming recently, and they're trying to like make a lot of outrage and drama surrounding somebody basically just trying to live their life. But it's gotten to the point where people started digging into like old tweets of theirs and stuff like that to find some reason to cancel them. And the latest thing is that apparently Chris Tyson is a pedophile because he made some edgy jokes about Lolly and kids. Now I gotta be honest, they're not the kind of jokes that I personally would make, but we've literally gotten to the point where making edgy jokes makes you a pedophile. I kid you not. That's
Bastelor?
how low the bar for pedophilia has become. At this point, give it like a month or two, and you'll be considered a pedophile just for breathing the same air as children.
You really liked that one.
Oh, he's bringing up the Shad-based stuff. I don't know if...
Oh yeah, I remember that. But that was all in the wake of EDP criticizing Chris Tyson, even though EDP is a fucking legitimate creep, you know.
I don't know if I've heard anything about Shadman and Chris being friends. I know there was a controversy involving the fact that Chris allegedly owned, like there was a picture he posted on Twitter of him owning like a piece of artwork by Shadman. And I've seen the artwork in question. I'm not going to show it on stream for obvious reasons. But the artwork looked like it depicted someone who was of adult age. It looked like somebody who was very petite, kind of like a Belle Delphine.
That's a kid, brother. I don't... The hell are you talking about?
Type figure. It might have even been a drawing of Belle Delphine. I'm not really sure. But it was something to that degree, right?
What the fuck? So weird. That's a kid, bro. What the hell are you talking about?
And so, I mean, my issue with that was Shadman's a very controversial figure, okay? Very controversial. They have
like I will give them the benefit of the doubt and say that it was like a really edgy joke because apparently Shadman was considered more acceptable back then, and that's fine, but you can't. That's definitely a kid. What are you talking about? Like, that's definitely supposed to be a kid. What?
On some really up in the past, okay? And so I will say this. I wouldn't be supporting Shadman. I don't know if he purchased that artwork or just printed it out or something like that, but I wouldn't be signal boosting or supporting Shadman's work because of his history.
Wow, what a hot take.
But either way, like I've seen the artwork, and I don't personally think the artwork is anything questionable.
It's certainly very questionable. What the fuck are you talking about? What?
Bro, not again. Tipster, the girl has braces and a missing tooth, is being drawn by a pedophile. But of course, it wouldn't end there. You guys heard of 94?
Maybe they're just British and malnourished.
Scythe, Natharix, Scrimzox, any of those names ring a bell? Well, they're a Roblox YouTuber who got chased out of every community they joined because of their weird past. Natty.
They really don't have that weird of a past. They made like a really edgy. They made like a bunch of like weird edgy jokes, I guess. And then sent like a grimace cock to some fucking person. It wasn't really. People are definitely inflating the Natty Forsyth situation.
He is known for sexually messaging multiple minors online.
Listen, I've covered that multiple. I've seen it a few times, and like it's definitely a pearl clutch what you're doing right now. They weren't messaging multiple minors online. I'm pretty sure they were in like a Discord and they flirted with somebody that didn't really know their age at the time. And then they sent like grimace cock or something inside of a Discord with them in it or something. It wasn't okay, whatever.
As well as being openly sexual to their mostly underage fanbase and sending gore to minors on Discord. Minors online, as well as being openly.
Both of them decided to publicly post and retweet uncensored and necessary for work and inappropriate content on Twitter. Whatever. What?
Sexual to their mostly underage fanbase.
Okay.
And sending gore to minors on Discord.
Their Twitter. They posted porn on Twitter. I don't care.
They have also posted a video advocating for maps.
Why stigmatizing pedophiles only hurt more children? So this is, I'm gonna almost guarantee you that's not something that's advocating for minor attracted people. This is a conversation about stigmatizing pedophilia. The general concept is like, hey, we need to allow pedophiles to be able to come forward and get mental health help so that they will be able to control their urges to now molest children. Because if you have like a hard line, let's kill every pedophile, then pedophiles simply will just not come out and tell you they're pedophiles. Their urges will build up in them and then they'll go and molest children. Right. So like that's the fundamental concept, is just creating like mental health pathways for people to come forward and like before they harm somebody and get the mental health help they need. So yeah, it's not that The end of this video is a little silly, but okay.
Or minor attracted persons. After Tipster left the commentary community, Natty Forsyth was one of the known people in his circle of friends. And keep in mind, everything I've told you has been well known and documented for a while, but Tipster still willingly associated with this person for months.
Natty Foreskin says, please turn your camera back off. Okay, there will be no calling him a pedo in my, or sorry, her. There will be no calling her a pedo in my chat, all right? I know people have their opinions on Natty, and it's like, whatever, y'all can have whatever opinion you want, but no calling them a pedo in my chat. Relax, okay?
It wasn't until September 2023 when Natty did a sleep stream in her underwear, where Tipster...
That's not what happened.
Relax, okay?
It wasn't until September 2020...
Okay, so this was when I think that Natty was like 17, and they did a sleep stream, and then like it was hot, so I think that it was like warm, and the covers accidentally rolled off and you saw their underwear. They didn't do a sleep stream in their underwear. Again, like, you guys are so weird when it comes to some of this shit. Like, it's so bizarre. It's not really, it's a big deal that you guys are trying to make it. And I'm pretty sure they were like 17 at the time too, which makes it even funnier.
When Natty did a sleep stream in her underwear.
Like, I'm pretty sure it came out in 2023, but it happened in like 2020 or something like that.
Where Tipster finally saw it as a step too far. But seemingly none of the other stuff seemed to bring any suspicion up. Why?
No, Tipster decided not to be their friend because he was under so much other pressure. He felt the need to like finally get like what he would consider a win. But like, and like, you know, distance himself, but it was not the big deal that people are making it out to seem like. I don't even like this Natty person. This isn't about defending them. I'm just saying it's being silly right now.
Why give the benefit of the doubt to these clear-cut cases? In February 2024, Tipster got the most attention he's got since leaving the commentary community, which was when political...
They weren't clear-cut cases. I don't care. It does not matter. I'm just saying.
Streamer and local horse Vosh accidentally revealed his folder full of lolly porn on stream.
A connoisseur. Like I said, dude, it's not lolly, dude. He wasn't trying to like jerk off the lolly. It's just that horse cocks look so much bigger in a child's hands. You don't get it. It's not the same thing, guys. Come on.
And Vosh's ownership of Lolicon put a lot of his strange and questionable takes that he'd argued in the past regarding CP into even more questions than they had previously.
If you're not paying for child pornography, then there was no argument in favor of morally condemning
Oh, shit.
people who get it.
Based alert, guys.
It is possible for an adult and a child to have a sexual relationship and for it to have positive outcomes on the child as well.
Before the folder leaks, these takes were excused by some of Vosh's defenders because no one had any evidence that he was ever attracted to children, and they were all just used in theory to counter other moral arguments. But then the folder got leaked and people started getting really weirded out. One of the people who noticed this was Ethan Klein of H3H3, who decided to go on stream and make—
Oh, I hate the way British people say H. Hey! All right, what are you trying to feed horses? What are you, a Vosh fan?
Fun of Vosh and his takes to thousands of people, but Tipster decided to drop his take, dying on Lolly Hill in defense of Vosh a year after his defense with Rum, saying the same as before. We don't know the age, even though people have found the images, and it looks like a child. Tipster's take was, let's laugh and move on, and then Careful sided with him. H3
Again, the take would have been fine if he was just like, oh, I think people should give Vosh. I mean, I'd still disagree with it, but you could have just been like, oh, I think we should give Vosh the benefit of the doubt. But he didn't just do that. He went all over Twitter, like melting down, like basically begging for attention. Like he was trying to like dunk on H3 as if he thought that he was in the right here. And he ended up looking ridiculous.
Responded by being like, that's pretty weird, and then Keffels and Tipster made this issue about Lolicon into a trans issue. It shouldn't
And then Keffels threw Tipster under the bus. Tipster took it like a good boy.
Be acceptable for people who are supposedly leftist or progressive to pedo jacket trans people. We are already the target of that from the right. Incredibly disappointing to see from people who should know better. Keep in mind, H3H3 never said anything about trans people. It's just Keffels that brings it up. After this gruesome twosome got bodied by Ethan Klein, more people started to dig into Tipster's past and all these weird takes we've gone over, resulting in a video where Tipster addresses all of these and doubles down on his Chris Tyson take, ending in this cringy bit where he throws out all the anime he has.
This whole situation has honestly ruined anime for me so much that I never want to watch anime again. I don't want anything to do with anime. I got my waist bin here and I got some of my anime. We got Death Note, one of my favorites. Throw it in the bin. We got some Dragon Ball Z, another great anime show. Throw it in the bin.
I don't know. It's okay. I think Dragon Ball Super is not that good. I keep saying this. I just feel like it could have been better. It starts out really good and then it just quickly gets so fucking convoluted. It gets annoying. I don't know.
Robotech seems pretty harmless, but who knows? Maybe there's some lolly in there. Throw it in the bin. Ease, based on one of my favorite RPG franchises, in the bin. Hell, I've got video games that are anime inspired. Those go in the bin too.
Oh my god, dude, really?
Ease, the video game, gone. The Final Fantasy games, there's probably some lolly in there somewhere. Get rid of them. Final Fantasy VII remakes, gotta go. Catherine, pretty sure there might be something sussy in there.
I mean, that whole game is sussy. What the fuck are you talking about, dog?
Let's get rid of it. And just for good measure, Ethan calls people he views as lolicons, he calls them lollipops. So we'll get rid of lollipop chainsaw just to be on the safe side. I'm so...
I liked this bit because he felt so powerful doing that, you know? He felt so confident and comfortable and powerful doing this one. It's crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, Super was kind of cool. It was just, it wasn't like, it could have been so much better. Got so fucking convoluted, you know?
Sick of anime at this point. I want nothing to do with it. No more anime in my house.
No more anime in my house, Mom.
Totally fine. But
No,
like,
no,
that's
it's
where
not about
at.
your opinion. No, it's not about
I
your
didn't
opinion
even
whatsoever.
come here to talk about like this stupid, all right? Like I came here for a completely different conversation.
Yeah, that's fair
like,
enough. Which
I
is-
didn't even want to talk
okay.
about this stupid Vosh anymore.
Wait,
like
wait,
it's so
is
like
it-
I think
Okay,
it's really
that's fair,
annoying to
that's
me
fair,
is like
that's fair.
people misrepresent like what I say is me defending Lolly, and I'm not defending like Lolly, okay? Like I think it's like, yeah, it's really f***ed up that some people like engage with this for sure.
I remember I covered this. I just posted this a day ago or something.
But like I don't
not
defend this.
saying-
I think I called it Papa Guts evil brother or something. Defense degenerate behavior. Something like that.
Defending Lolly, right? I'm saying you're defending the sweep.
Look, I told
The person he's debating with like legitimately likes to jerk off to lolly porn, just to be clear. I remember that much, so.
it was a bad idea for me to come on this show, and like I'm out of here.
Now, when you line up all the people that Tipsters defended, it makes him look like a pretty weird guy who you wouldn't trust around your kids. And I see why people think about it like that, especially considering Tipster has accused others of the same thing with barely any basis. But despite all this, from the bottom of my heart, I don't think Tipster is a lolicon or a pedophile. I think he's a leech. Tipster's entire
Damn, that's fucking mean, dude. This sucks. I need to get... Okay, there we go.
career has just been feeding off people who have more influence or are more talented until they get tired of coddling him after he continues to make dumb mistakes. And then at the first opportunity, he will strike and change teams. It's a pattern that's been going on since 2019. Tipster has never stuck to his morals.
Damn, you're getting fucking dumpster there, Tipster. You gonna take that, bro?
All that he's been doing for years is fitting in, and he's still doing it right now. The reason I don't think he's a lolicon or a pedophile is because 3 out of the 4 people he's defended are trans, and with the other one, Vosh, he started with using trans people as a shield for him. Tipster does not care about what these people have done.
No, Tipster is very like obsessed with like his friends. Like he doesn't know how to separate that. He thinks that like you're supposed to. He has like the fucking Myron, the fresh and fit complex. He thinks that just because somebody's your friend, it means you need to defend them. But like you can criticize your friends for bad behavior, or you can just stay out of it. If your friend does something bad and you don't want, like, you could be like, I'm not going to talk about it. This is like my friend, you know, like. But he tries to justify the behavior.
Cares about who these people are. And if Tipster really wants to help the communities that he cares about, the first step he should take is getting a new hobby that isn't YouTube, because he's garnered such a reputation that anything he associates with has the stamp of an untrustworthy, weird, vindictive, emotional man-child with a history of hypocrisy and
Yeah, poop wiener. I don't know why I said that.
defending lolliporn. Or you can just not listen and keep digging down. Until next time, stay safe and stay toasty.
All right, so I think that was the end of this whole sklidingle. Very cool. Very pogger, guys. Very cool. I don't think there's another part, but if there is, you know.